Stop what you're doing. If your SBS broadcast looks blurry on your laptop or desktop, do the following steps. Number 1, click on the wheel icon at the bottom right of your screen. Then click on Quality. Click on the highest quality that's available for you. And number 3, wait for your laptop to load and enjoy the broadcast. If your broadcast looks blurry on your phone or tablet, do the following steps. Number 1, click on the wheel icon located at the top right of your screen. Number 2, click on Advanced. And number 3, click on the highest quality available. If you're still having issues, type in the live chat. Thanks, and enjoy the game.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. SBS offers live telecasts on Channel 59.3, YouTube, or Twitch. We include pre- and post-game interviews with the players.
You know, I started in the locker room. All the boys were getting going before the game and stuff, and we kind of found a little click at the beginning of the game, so I think that's what got us going.
We also include digital live statistics, play-by-play commentary, team highlight reels, and even more than that. Go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com or search Sports Broadcast Solutions on YouTube. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. At SBS, we offer a professional broadcasting experience for the non-professional athlete. Just like the pros, we offer everything for you. Play-by-play commentary.
A no-hitter at Kane County Stadium. 15 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 error, and that's it.
Color commentary, highlight reels, recruiting videos, and much, much more. Unlike our competitors, we zoom in on the action and always have a live scoreboard with a live time code. If you're ready to have your next sporting event feel like CBS Sports, then make sure to call Sports Broadcast Solutions today. Our phone number is 330-957-7653, or you can go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone. Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Let SBS broadcast your sporting event. We have experience and can generate excitement and permanent digital memories for your team.
Tonight. That time, finally a goal for the Stampede!
We have professional videographers using high-definition modern-day cameras, color analysts, and play-by-play announcers with state-of-the-art, classy graphical scoreboards to keep you updated. Plus, we have commercials to advertise your team, club, or sponsor, and us. Plus, we do pregame and postgame interviews.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the post-game show brought to you by Marion Central Catholic. My name's Kyle Smith. Well, my name doesn't matter. These young ladies matter. It's senior night as the Hurricanes win a battle down the stretch, 48-46.
Hi, I'm Carrie Kramer. I swim 50 breast, 50 free, and 100 back.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Instead of spending hundreds or thousands with all these college recruiting sites, let us put together your college highlight reel. For just a fraction of your potential college scholarship and significantly less than these recruiting services, we got this. In addition, we put together highlight reels for teams, including high school, your club team, or travel team.
My teammate gave me a great pass, and I just took it. The other team slashed me, took the opportunity, saw where the goalie was weak, and I just shot it there.
Solon, O'Connor, and Marsh back on defense, and Marsh gets a blowout. We got a breakaway at 2-0. A shot, and a goal! So 3-3, the power play was officially over.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you who would like to broadcast or live stream your event, or maybe make a highlight tape, but would like a sponsor to fund the event, SBS has a myriad of ways to advertise your sponsor during our broadcasts. We have commercials. We have on-air reads by the announcers.
Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free.
We have graphics, and we have watermarks. Finally, Sports Broadcast Solutions can create a commercial for you or your sponsor. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you that just want raw footage of your sporting event, but no play-by-play or color commentary, you just need us to live stream video from the event over the internet. We will live stream your event on YouTube on our Sports Broadcast Solutions channel. In addition, we also have a dedicated channel on YouTube for live streaming at SBS Livestream. And if you need multiple channels, we can utilize Facebook Livestream and Instagram Live on our channel as well. Options include commercials from your sponsors, professional scoreboard graphics are still available, and of course, yes, pre- and post-game interviews are available as an option if you want.
We've been working really hard this whole summer and stuff.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. We broadcast sporting events for people of all ages, including adult leagues, high school leagues, and kids. Complete with professional-looking graphics, broadcasters, color analysis, and commercials. We do pre- and post-game interviews with the players. In addition, Sports Broadcast Solutions does highlight films, including college recruiting reels, highlight films you'd see on sports news programs, and just simply highlight films for fun. Sports Broadcast Solutions also provides raw footage and live streams if you'd like. Subscribe to us and listen to our professional talk videos about relevant topics in the pro and college ranks. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, contact us at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital world. This is Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone. Check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital sporting world.
Sweet new collar. My dog bowl is always full of Fido's finest. Heck, they even take care of the personal stuff on my walk. Come on, who does that? But what really sealed the deal for me was when they installed a security system from Forest Security. Hey, I'm no watchdog, you know? Forest Security offers the latest in technology and security for our home. Yeah, I'm pretty good at keeping an eye on things, but I also have stuff to do, like sleep and socialize. A smart security system can provide around-the-clock awareness and generate instant smartphone alerts. They let the family know if something is wrong or suspicious. They do all of the work for us, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You know what they say, you can't trust a dog to watch your house or your sandwich. Call Forest Security today.
Call us today at 708-452-2000 or visit forestsecurity.com.
Stop what you're doing. If your SBS broadcast looks blurry on your laptop or desktop, do the following steps. Number 1, click on the wheel icon at the bottom right of your screen. Then click on Quality. Click on the highest quality that's available for you. And number 3, wait for your laptop to load and enjoy the broadcast. If your broadcast looks blurry on your phone or tablet, do the following steps. Number 1, click on the wheel icon located at the top right of your screen. Number 2, click on Advanced. And number 3, click on the highest quality available. If you're still having issues, type in the live chat. Thanks, and enjoy the game.
For you and your whole family. Customize a scene on your Forest Security app to ensure as you leave for the day that your doors are locked, lights are off, garage door is closed, and your security system is on with the push of one button. When the kids get home, they can unlock the doors and turn off the alarm with their mobile app or door code. Plus, you can receive an instant notification with a video clip showing they are home safely. Relax in the evening with a movie night routine to ensure your alarm is set, lights turned down, and room temperature is comfortable. Call Forest today. Welcoming your guests is easy and secure. When someone rings the video doorbell, you can control everything right on your phone and go back to enjoying the rest of your warm summer days. Take control with the video doorbell from Forest Security.
At Quicktrip, we're known for our fresh and delicious food and our dedication to providing the best customer service. Did you know it takes more than 34,000 dedicated, hard-working people bringing their best every day to make that happen? Quicktrip wants to thank all our co-workers for their tireless hard work and dedication to making a difference in someone's life. Hey, join us in saying thank you to the family of co-workers known for their love of community and treating everyone like family.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. SBS offers live telecasts on Channel 59.3, YouTube, or Twitch. We include pre- and post-game interviews with the players.
You know, I started in the locker room. All the boys were getting going before the game and stuff, and we kind of found a little click at the beginning of the game, so I think that's what got us going.
We also include digital live statistics, play-by-play commentary, team highlight reels, and even more than that. Go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com or search Sports Broadcast Solutions on YouTube. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. At SBS, we offer a professional broadcasting experience for the non-professional athlete. Just like the pros, we offer everything for you. Play-by-play commentary.
A no-hitter at Kane County Stadium. 15 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 error, and that's it.
Color commentary, highlight reels, recruiting videos, and much, much more. Unlike our competitors, we zoom in on the action and always have a live scoreboard with a live time code. If you're ready to have your next sporting event feel like CBS Sports, then make sure to call Sports Broadcast Solutions today. Our phone number is 330-957-7653, or you can go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone. Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Let SBS broadcast your sporting event. We have experience and can generate excitement and permanent digital memories for your team.
Tonight. That time, finally a goal for the Stampede!
We have professional videographers using high-definition modern-day cameras, color analysts, and play-by-play announcers with state-of-the-art, classy graphical scoreboards to keep you updated. Plus, we have commercials to advertise your team, club, or sponsor, and us. Plus, we do pregame and postgame interviews.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the postgame show brought to you by Marion Central Catholic. My name's Kyle Smith. But my name doesn't matter. These young ladies matter. It's senior night as the Hurricanes win a battle down the stretch, 48-46.
Hi, I'm Carrie Kramer. I swim 50 breast, 50 free, and 100 back.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Instead of spending hundreds or thousands with all these college recruiting sites, let us put together your college highlight reel. For just a fraction of your potential college scholarship and significantly less than these recruiting services, we got this. In addition, we put together highlight reels for teams, including high school, your club team, or travel team.
My teammate gave me a great pass, and I just took it. The other team slashed me, took the opportunity, saw where the goalie was weak, and I just shot it there.
Stolen. O'Connor and Marsh back on defense, and Marsh gets a blowout. We got a breakaway at 2-0. A shot, and a goal! So 3-3. The power play was officially over.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you who would like to broadcast or live stream your event, or maybe make a highlight tape but would like a sponsor to fund the event, SBS has a myriad of ways to advertise your sponsor during our broadcasts. We have commercials. We have on-air reads by the announcers.
Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free.
We have graphics, and we have watermarks. Finally, Sports Broadcast Solutions can create a commercial for you or your sponsor. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you that just want raw footage of your sporting event, but no play-by-play or color commentary, you just need us to live stream video from the event over the internet. We will live stream your event on YouTube on our Sports Broadcast Solutions channel. In addition, we also have a dedicated channel on YouTube for live streaming at SBS Livestream. And if you need multiple channels, we can utilize Facebook Livestream and Instagram Live on our channel as well. Options include commercials from your sponsors, professional scoreboard graphics are still available, and of course, yes, pre- and post-game interviews are available as an option if you want.
We've been working really hard this whole summer and stuff.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. We broadcast sporting events for people of all ages, including adult leagues, high school leagues, and kids. Complete with professional-looking graphics, broadcasters, color analysis, and commercials. We do pre- and post-game interviews with the players. In addition, Sports Broadcast Solutions does highlight films, including college recruiting reels, highlight films you'd see on sports news programs, and just simply highlight films for fun. Sports Broadcast Solutions also provides raw footage and live streams if you'd like. Subscribe to us and listen to our professional talk videos about relevant topics in the pro and college ranks. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, contact us at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital world. This is Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone. Check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital sporting world.
Do you expect experienced, professional, and personalized attention from your building supply partnerships? You should. Are you getting the specific attention you need to help your business grow? You can. Introducing IHSA Roof Pro and Grow through Richards Building Supply. As a professional small business, you need real solutions to achieve your desired growth outcomes. This requires more than sample boards, pricing, and on-time delivery, which sets the bar too low. You need more. To grow and win in this ultra-competitive environment, you need ultra-competitive solutions. With Richards Building Supply, get the personalized attention you deserve and need. Take advantage of incredible first-time user incentives. Gain discounted access to a host of our industry's most reputable marketing tools through a Roof Pro membership. And that's just the beginning. Don't believe us? Let us show you. IHSA Roof Pro and Grow through Richards Building Supply.
Are you looking for some good food after a Fenwick football game? Then head on over to O'Sullivan's Public House. Located on Madison Street in Forest Park, O'Sullivan's Public House has daily drink specials alongside a year-round beer garden. Open daily from 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. O'Sullivan's PH offers dinner until 10 p.m. Even cooler, O'Sullivan's offers a late-night menu until 11:30 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. On the weeknights, O'Sullivan's has a late-night menu until 11 p.m. And for the fall season, O'Sullivan's will offer 20% off food for athletes and coaches following home Fenwick games. For more information, go online to o'sullivansfp.com.
They're my neighbors. Come on in, guys.
Bringing fans together. State Farm, official sponsor of Liga MX. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Stop what you're doing. If your SBS broadcast looks blurry on your laptop or desktop, do the following steps. Number 1, click on the wheel icon at the bottom right of your screen. Then click on Quality. Click on the highest quality that's available for you. And number 3, wait for your laptop to load and enjoy the broadcast. If your broadcast looks blurry on your phone or tablet, do the following steps. Number 1, click on the wheel icon located at the top right of your screen. Number 2, click on Advanced. And number 3, click on the highest quality available. If you're still having issues, type in the live chat. Thanks, and enjoy the game.
How's it going, everybody? Kyle Smith alongside Gabe Henderson. It's 7:18 p.m., which means it's about some time for some high school football. Fenwick against St. Laurence. Both teams 4-1. Gabe, should be a good one. St. Laurence looking to avenge last year's loss of 37-15, and that was at their home field last season.
Yeah, for sure. You think about 2 out of the last 3 years, Fenwick has beaten St. Lawrence when they faced against each other. So it should be an exciting game for both teams. Talked to Mike Murphy pregame, and you can just feel the energy, feel the nerves. He said this is a playoff game. It's a playoff atmosphere. If you rewind back to that year in 2021, this was the week that Fenwick started the winning streak that ultimately led them to winning the state championship. So that's on top of everybody's minds right now. And about T-minus 10 minutes left to kickoff. All the juices, all the nerves are flowing looking ahead to tonight's game.
It's such a big game for both teams, partner, because the win-loss record of who Fenwick's going to play is 16-4 total, including tonight.
Yep.
For St. Lawrence, including tonight, the win-loss for them to get into the playoffs, 17-3.
Sheesh.
So you go 5-1, you're in good positioning. 4-2, you look good on paper, but you still have 3 big opponents coming up on your schedule.
Yeah, this is a must-win for both teams. And you look at the schedule that you talked about, it only gets tougher from here on out. So if you take care of business tonight, whoever team takes care of business tonight sets themselves up for success moving forward. These are 2 really good teams, 2 teams that have a lot of guys that have played a lot of great football. So just looking at both rosters, it'll be a matchup that both of these teams will remember for weeks to come.
Who do you like in this matchup, St. Lawrence or Fenwick? Fenwick's quarterback, Jamin Williams, very surprisingly, 68% completion percentage, just 3 interceptions on the season. He also has those 3 rushing touchdowns. He's been excellent, and he's the senior QB. He's the leader. He's the field general, and you would know all about that being a former quarterback at Liberty University.
For sure, man. I feel like you're already leaning Fenwick. You're already saying Fenwick, so I can't agree with you anymore because Jamin Williams is a guy that when I look at, the way I played in college, dual threat quarterback, can run the ball, can pass the ball, smart, always thinking 2 to 3 plays ahead. And that's something that you need out of a quarterback who is going to lead this team that really has to be versatile. You have all of your receivers on the outside that can make plays. You got a line that can block for you. You got running backs that can run the ball. So ultimately your job is to make sure everyone around you is put in the best position to be successful. So Jamin Williams just efficient, 68% completion rate, only 3 interceptions. That's the one thing that stands out to me is this guy is very efficient, and he knows how to take care of the ball. And when you start getting to later in the season, you talked about the teams that the Fenwick Friars play later on in the year. You start to look at the teams and you say, okay, whichever team turns the ball over the least is going to be successful moving forward.
And I apologize, actually only 2 interceptions for him. He has
Even better.
14 touchdown passes to 8 different wide receivers. They have 1 loss. They came all the way back down 18 points to Montini. They were within 2. It actually was dropped by Raphael Stewart. It was in his hands, but he dropped it. They could have had a 31-31 tie going into overtime. And, of course, in high school and college, anything's possible in OT because there's no more clock. It's just put the ball at the 10-yard line and see what you can do.
Hey, that's the good old-fashioned overtime rules. And just thinking about that game, I'm sure you look at Matt Battaglia, their head coach. He talked about, hey, we haven't even played our best game of football. If you take back some of those plays that we left out on the field a couple of weeks ago, we should have won that game. So clearly, Fenwick believes the games that have been close, it's been because of them and not the other team. So right now, they're looking forward to just getting back on track, and why not start that off with a good team at St. Lawrence and hopefully battle test your guys moving forward.
St. Lawrence 4-1. Let's give them credit. They've been great the last couple of years. They were in the state championship game 2 years ago. Last year, they lost a tough one in the quarterfinals. Fenwick lost in the round of 16 last season. So for St. Lawrence, they run a 2-quarterback system. Look, I'm not going to compare this to Florida when they won the national championship with Chris Leak and Tim Tebow. I just bring it up because it can work. It's just a little bit more difficult on the coaching staff.
Yeah, it should be an advantage if you are St. Lawrence because when you look at Fenwick's defense, you have to game plan for 2 quarterbacks. I talked to Mike Murphy pregame, and I asked him, I said, how do you prepare for 2 quarterbacks when you turn on the film? And his first response was, well, we know who likes to run the ball, and then we know who likes to pass the ball. So ultimately, it will be, can Fenwick make St. Lawrence one-dimensional? And for St. Lawrence, is can we establish the run game and then throw the ball over the top against some really good safeties that Fenwick has that we all know, the Thies brothers. So it'll be interesting to see how St. Lawrence attacks a really good defense in Fenwick.
The other thing is, too, it's a two-quarterback system for St. Lawrence. Jimmy McDermott and Noah Taylor.
Yep.
Taylor, the sophomore, McDermott, the senior. McDermott is a converted safety to the quarterback position. So for Fenwick, knowing that, they're probably going to force him into tight window throws because Taylor's more of the thrower and McDermott more of the runner.
Yeah, and you know that if you are just thinking about myself as a quarterback, the more you know your strengths, the better you are prepared for the opposing defense because they're trying to take your strengths away from you and make you one-dimensional. So if I'm Jimmy McDermott, I know they're going to stack the box and they're not going to let me throw the ball. So, hey, what can we do as an offense to get some easy throws, 5-yard throws, put the ball in the receiver's hands in space and let them go make plays to keep the Fenwick defense honest. And then when the other quarterback is in, ultimately it's, hey, what can I do to get my legs going? Does that mean throwing the ball, keeping the defense honest, and then letting my legs do the trick? It'll be interesting because I think the spotlight is which of the three quarterbacks, the two quarterbacks from St. Lawrence and then Jamie Williams from Fenwick, which one of those three quarterbacks will shine tonight? Whichever one of those three quarterbacks shine tonight, ultimately that should dictate what we see on the scoreboard tonight.
I like Fenwick 28, St. Lawrence 21.
Okay.
What say you?
Oh, man. I think it's a high-scoring affair.
Really?
I'll go 38-35. I think
St.
it'll be.
Lawrence?
I'll go Fenwick.
Okay,
Fenwick
'cause
38.
they're at home.
They're
And
at
again,
home.
Fenwick destroyed St. Lawrence on the road last year, so the Vikings could pull off the upset.
I like
on
Corey
the road
Less.
tonight.
I think Corey Less is going to be an X factor for St. Lawrence tonight,
Right.
so we'll see how it works out.
You have a good running back. It's always good to have. We're going to take a break as National Anthem coming up next here on SBS.
We ask for healing for all those who are unable to play this season due to injuries. And we ask for protection for all those here as they play. Protect them from harm.
You want it full screen, right?
May they give the strength to play for full ability. And may you inspire them to sportsmanship, their way, and respect their limits. Help our teams to work together this evening to support each other and to keep warrior strategies. In moments of success, may they not be proud and arrogant, and in moments of error or struggle, may they not be discouraged. Lastly, we ask the Lord that this evening might be an experience of joy and unity. We ask all these things in Jesus' name. Amen. St. Dominic, St. Lawrence, pray for us. Please remain safe and control. And next I have performed by the Fenwick Pet Band.
All that to say. Most important switch. Well, I mean, that's why I wanted you to move that cross switch. That's fine.
It's just, it should be here. Here, let's try that. Kyle, do you need anything before I head down?
Yeah, go down. What's going on here? Do you want to plug something? No, I didn't touch it. Is it charged? Hold on. Are you good?
St. Laurence as they're here to punt. And it's going to be a punt on the near sideline to Fenwick. It's going to be retrieved at the 48. First and 10, ball at the 48. Handoff up the middle. Leach, and he is dropped down on Vancouver Field. Here at 48 of St. On the far left, it says Mike. All right. Okay, good. We're good. We're good. Sorry about that. We're going off Nat sound for a while. 6:12 remaining. Ball at the 30.
Yeah, I think they're measuring.
8:12 remaining in the quarter.
They're measuring whether this is a first down or not. Fenwick has ran the ball about 4 straight times to start this game.
Clock stops at 8:12.
After St. Lawrence went 3 and out on their opening possession. So looked like it's about 3rd and maybe a yard, and we'll see which line will win this contest right here.
Handoff to Thies as he'll get inside the 10 near the 5. First and goal for the Friars.
This is 5 straight running plays for Fenwick, a team that likes to throw the ball. 5 straight running plays, now down inside the 10-yard line. This is dominant football right here for Fenwick on their opening drive.
High snap as it's going to be a handoff to Thies off the right side.
That's the first play so far that we've seen this St. Lawrence defense really be stout when stopping the run. I believe Fenwick has ran the ball 6 straight plays to start this game to really be dominant and impose their will. And St. Lawrence basically say, okay, the yardage is shorter, we're closer to the goal line, now it's time to step up.
2nd and 9 at the 9. One in motion, that's Stewart. And might be a legal motion against Fenwick or a timeout. Timeout called by Battaglia. It'll be their first of the quarter. We'll take a quick break. You're watching SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone. Mute, mute, mute.
Welcoming your guests is easy and secure. When someone rings the video doorbell, you can control everything right on your phone and go back to enjoying the rest of your warm summer days. Take control with a video doorbell from Forest Security.
.7:17 to go, second and goal at the 9. Handoff off the left side. As he gets near the 5 to Thies, third and goal coming up. Gabe, what do you want to do here?
Well, they've kept it on the ground to start the game off every single play. I think maybe to keep the defense honest, you try to take a shot to the end zone. This may be four down territory, but we'll see what this looks like for this Fenwick Friar offense that's really establishing the run game early on this opening drive.
Ball on the 5. As under 7 to go for Fenwick, probably 2 down distance here, 4 down distance. High snap, Thies to the left side, Thies to the end zone, diving! Touchdown, Fenwick!
They called it a
impressive
touchdown.
Drive, 52 yards.
Yes, 52 yards, 7 runs. Really dominant opening drive by this Fenwick Friar offense. Really impressed by what I saw with the Thies brothers really taking this game in control to start the game off.
So they go 52 yards. The Thies brothers dominating, led by Tommy Thies.
For sure, you got to give this offensive line a lot of credit. Usually the first 10 to 12 plays of offensive play call and to start the game is scripted. And what they scripted is all runs on their opening 8 plays. And it led to a touchdown, and now we see Fenwick kicking the field goal. Kick is good.
We'll take a break. You're watching SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone. There's the kickoff from Fenwick. It's going to go into the end zone, past the field goal post. First and 10 at the 20 for St. Laurence.
That's the second kick that Noah Sir has kicked out of the end zone. There's a reason why he's committed to kick for Northwestern this upcoming year. Now here's an opportunity for St. Laurence to really try to stay ahead of the sticks. They started their opening possession with the muff snap on the first play, and ultimately found themselves in 3rd and 20, which is very hard on the offensive coordinator to try to find a play that'll get you a first down on 3rd and 20. So we'll see if they can stay ahead of the sticks on this next drive. Seems like St. Laurence wants to establish the run early. And a really good stop by Fenwick on that run, which ultimately leads to 2nd and 8 now for St. Laurence. So war of attrition when it comes to the trenches, and right now both teams want to establish the run game, and we'll see what it looks like for both teams, especially St. Laurence right now, which, like I said before, didn't have the best opening drive, but now they finally got some positive yards on this second drive.
And knocked over the quarterback. Good pressure that time by Fenwick, as it's going to be 3rd and 9.
Really good pressure. I saw right before that ball snap, number 28 for Fenwick, Aiden Williams, looked like he was about to blitz, which ultimately forced St. Laurence to throw the ball. But when you get pressure in your face, it's really tough for a quarterback to be able to step up in the pocket and make a really good, accurate throw.
So it's going to be 3rd and 8 at the 22. What do you want to do here if you're St. Laurence?
Well, you got to throw the ball. Fenwick plays very aggressive, so see if they can take a shot. In which number 9, the receiver, Jimmy Cameron, and the quarterback, Noah Taylor, were not on the same page on that throw, and leads to a 4th down. I feel like right now, St. Lawrence just really needs to settle down. You can tell it's a really big game for them, really big opportunity, but just not on the same page on their first 2 drives for offense.
4th and 8, ball at the 22. Last time St. Lawrence punt, Fenwick took it 52 yards for a touchdown.
Yeah, we'll see what this punt return will look like. I'm sure Jamie Williams is on the sideline warming up, talking to his guys, making sure everybody is on the same page to extend this lead.
High punt, as that ball is going to be a friendly St. Lawrence roll past the 30, in between the 30 and the 25. Finally goes out of bounds, as the closest Viking to it was McDermott.
Hey, sometimes when you're playing offense or you're the punter and Evan Williams, like, you really have to change the field, and that's a really good punt to put St. Lawrence in a really good position to go out and play some meaningful defense and force Fenwick to drive the ball about 72 yards down the field if they want to get a touchdown.
It's been a very efficient offense outside of that Montini game, and in the second half, they were the better team than the Broncos. The Broncos just made one stop. Granted, Stewart kind of dropped the ball on the 2-point conversion, but it was a tight window nonetheless for Williams, as that's a run for Jake Thies. Jake Thies is number 7. Tommy Thies is number 8. If you're confused watching, don't worry, because we're confused sometimes. you would think with the Thies brothers, they would have like different numbers, like 17 and 2.
Exactly. No, they
7 and 8. I think that's on purpose too, to confuse the defense.
Hey, if that's what leads to both brothers having scholarship offers, one brother's going to the University of Miami of Ohio, and the other brother is going to some schools to be determined soon. I know Jake just got offered from UConn yesterday. Duke University tweeted at him earlier today. So a really good opportunity for both of those brothers, who are the bell cows for this Fenwick Friar program. We know their father is the athletic director for Fenwick, and just a really good opportunity for that family to continue their education moving forward. So we'll see what that looks like on this drive, which one makes a play.
2nd and 17 after the penalty. Williams with time. He's going to go deep with it. Down the sideline. Look at this catch. One man to beat. Little stutter step move, and the catch was made by Watts. He's hurt on the play. It was a one-handed catch for the most of it. But Watts is hurt. Good catch.
Yeah. I'm hoping it's just a cramp. The way he pulled up on it didn't look good, but what a catch. One-handed catch, perfect ball, perfect catch. And really, if he didn't hobble towards the end, that would have been a for sure touchdown, but what a great play for Jimmy Watts and Jamie Williams.
Screen pass to the right. Past the 10 as a tackle from behind. 10 on the tackle, as that was delivered by Highland, the combo D-back / wide receiver. 1st and goal again. Man, this is impressive. Fenwick might be able to make a deep run in the postseason if they keep playing like this.
For sure. This is what you want. This is what Mike Murphy talked about pregame. This is a playoff game for this team, and clearly Fenwick is treating it as such. 2 really good plays in the passing game. After the first drive, they ran the ball every single play. So another pass play right here on the 2nd drive.
Williams to Thies inside the 5. Thies dives. See where they spot it. It's either going to be at the 1 or inside the 1.
Look, I really love how versatile this Fenwick offense is right now. I just said it before. The opening drive for Fenwick, they ran the ball 8 straight times to score a touchdown. 52 yards. Now this 3rd drive, they started on their own 28, Now they're down to the 1 yard line on 3 straight passes. So versatile, multiple, really keeping St. Laurence on their toes.
Second and goal at the 1. Handoff to Thies, plenty of room. Touchdown Friars, touchdown Thies. Both Thies brothers with a touchdown each tonight.
Just like you draw it up, right? One brother gets a touchdown, the other one gets a touchdown, but you got to give a lot of credit to Jimmy Watts in that one-handed catch. That one-handed catch on first down set everything up for this offense. So really good finish for this Fenwick Friar offense. And ultimately, if you're St. Lawrence, you're telling your guys, look, this is a must-score drive. Every drive is must-score from here on out. But really good drive right here on this second drive for Fenwick Friars as Jimmy Watts is being helped off of the field. Oh, my gosh. Like you hate to see things like that, especially after a great catch to ultimately help your team get a touchdown.
Kick good by Sir. We'll take a break. It's 14-0 Friars here at Triton College Stadium. No.
Touchback actually went through the field.
Another touchback that time for the Friars. Noah Sir on the kick. 14-0 if you're just joining us. 52 yards. Friars went on their first drive. First report of the night for Stephen Taylor. Stephen, 14-0 Fenwick. And if St. Lawrence doesn't make any adjustments quickly on defense, this could be a laugher before halftime.
It's already being taken into account. Sean Rice, the premier defender on the Vikings, he's already made a difference. He's already got 3 tackles. He's really helping out the St. Lawrence defense. The problem is Fenwick is already ahead of the game. They're shifting most of their offense away from it. Look for number 3 in white, and you're going to see Fenwick go the other direction.
What has St. Lawrence said on the sidelines about their defensive effort that these brothers are dominating right now?
They really are. Honestly, St. Lawrence is showing frustration. Sean Rice is a phenomenal player, but it takes a team.
All right.
And it's already showing through.
Stephen, thank you so much. As it'll be 2nd and 6 at the 24 for St. Lawrence. As it's a fake handoff. It was Wildcat formation for Les. Gets a couple of yards. 3rd and medium coming up. Jimmy Watts, it's a left leg injury, and he cannot put weight on it. Thank you so much, Stephen.
Yeah, it didn't look good when Jimmy Watts was limping off the field and getting into the golf cart to be taken back to the locker room. Hopefully it's nothing too serious, but you hate to see players, anybody, go out with an injury. But St. Lawrence right here, 4th down.
Right, because it's too much. You got to put the and symbol.
Or is it 3rd down? Yeah, I think it's 3rd down, 3rd and 3. Corey Less has really been the bell cow on this drive, playing Wildcat quarterback, and now we see Jimmy McDermott back in at quarterback for St. Lawrence.
High snap. They're going to run it right off the snap. Wildcat formation, but maybe got a yard, if that.
Yeah, this may be 4-down territory. It's not looking like St. Lawrence got the first down on that drive, but when you look at the first 2 drives for St. Lawrence, getting it to 4th and 1 is a positive thing. The first drive, they were in 3rd and 20 and ultimately had to punt, and this past drive, 3rd and long again. So the fact that they're 4th and short, they're going for it, clearly they have to understand that they need some type of momentum right now to stay in this game because Fenwick has all the momentum these opening drives.
Gave him a friendly spot. I thought it was going to be 4th and 2, but 4th and 1. Empty backfield. A lot of players to the right of the formation. Hard count.
Yeah. Trying to see who's blitzing. Looks like Mike Murphy. St. Laurence ran right into the blitz. And Mike Murphy makes the play. That's a momentum killer. That's a momentum killer for sure.
Yeah, I was surprised they went for it there, but at the same time, they've proven they can't stop the Thies brothers. But now it's almost like a guaranteed touchdown the way that Fenwick's playing offensively. I guess you were hoping to give your defense a rest by getting another first down. That would have been their first of the game, actually.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, you got to take some plays, take some shots if you can, but ultimately running the ball into a blitz on 4th and 1 out of shotgun, it clearly was not the best method for St. Laurence to be successful in that second drive right there.
Fakes the handoff. Williams going deep with it, this time to Stewart. Overthrew him, and I think that was actually a fly route, but tried to go towards the sideline. Might have been a misread between quarterback and wide receiver.
So I think ultimately we were just on 2 different pages. It was a slant and go by number 14 for
Stewart.
Fenwick. Cameron Garrett. And ultimately
he changed numbers because 14 was Stewart last year, so he changed numbers.
Gotcha. So ultimately, Jamie Williams, he put the ball where you would want to miss, outside shoulder. And when I say that, it's when you throw the ball outside shoulder, it's away from the defense. So if it's an incomplete pass, the defender who's inside of the receiver doesn't have a chance of catching the ball, turning into an interception. So number 14 just wasn't at the right place at the right time, and ultimately it's 2nd and 10 and not an interception. So not on the same page, but ultimately if you're the coach for Fenwick, Matt Battaglia, you live with those results. 2nd and 10, ultimately you got the Thies brothers to put the ball in their hands if you want to get some positive yards.
The way that Fenwick is playing on defense, even a field goal would be okay for Fenwick here. Just any kind of points to force a 3-possession lead.
For sure. It looks like we may have a legal shift on Fenwick. Must have been too many men on the line of scrimmage.
A break for St. Lawrence, but can they get a stop?
First, that's the number one question so far for St. Lawrence, as they almost jumped off sides.
It's a hot night, and Fenwick is taking advantage of it. A little bit of up-tempo on offense, not allowing St. Lawrence to do quick subs.
Yeah.
Interesting play call, but I understand you got to keep the defense honest with the running game. But Williams was so effective prior to that pass to Garrett. I thought they might go for the kill shot down the seam for the touchdown.
Yeah, when you look at that last drive, Williams was 3 of 3 with the touchdown. Well, they ran the touchdown there, but 3 of 3 and got the ball to the 1 yard line. And ultimately, you look at this drive and say, okay, let's continue to build on that momentum. And granted, they ran the ball on 1st and 15. St. Lawrence's defense really did a good job of being stout up front.
Another hard count from Williams. This is impressive.
Yeah,
and I'm a little bit surprised. I thought St. Lawrence was going to take it to Fenwick in the first quarter for revenge of last year, but
it's 4 quarters. 4 quarters. So it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish.
High throw. And that's why ball placement is so important. If it was lower, that's probably a catch. When it's high like that, it's easy for the safety to pound into your hip and get that ball out.
For sure, but I'm sure Will Tomczak, who had a big catch earlier in the game, is probably beating himself up over that ball. I mean, granted, he would have had to make a spectacular catch, and he would have had to make some contact and absorb some contact, but the ball hit his hands. And as a receiver, whenever the ball hits your hands, you want to come down with that. So I'm sure Jamie Williams, the quarterback, is like, I can put the ball in a better spot so you can run under the ball and run into the end zone. But still, the ball hits your hands, you got to catch it. But here we are, 3rd and 15.
3rd and 15, ball on the 33. Need to get a good 8 yards, but remember, Noah Sir is a Division I kicker at Northwestern next season.
That's a good point. You get the ball inside of the 30, maybe even right now, it might be a chip shot for him.
This time a delayed handoff to Thies. Thies might get the first. Look at that move. Past the chains. First and 10 and more.
Talk about a teamer, right? We just talked about Will Tomczak, the receiver for Fenwick. Just dropped the ball. It was 2nd and 15, dropped the ball, made it 3rd and 15. This last play had a key block for Tommy Thies to be able to get that first down run. So it's about how you bounce back from your mistakes. And really right there, Will Tomczak is the MVP of that play, making a downfield block, opening up his running back to make a play.
There was a holding flag, so it is still 3rd and 15, at least on the Jumbotron. They might update that in a second.
Yeah, it's looking like 1st and 10 on the field, but yeah, to your point, well, they just changed it to 1st and 10 on the scoreboard. So you got about 8 eyes right now. You're watching everything.
Because it is important, even though we think it's a first down, doesn't matter what we think, it's what the officials think and the Jumbotron guy thinks.
For sure. Everybody has to be on the same page. And clearly right there, the Fenwick Friars were not on the same page, as it was a quarterback read for Jamie Williams, and ultimately got back to the line of scrimmage, maybe lost a yard, but it's the second quarter now.
All right, we're going to take
won the first quarter.
Yeah,
Can they win the second quarter?
Right, it's all about winning quarters, right? We'll take a quick break. Second quarter coming up next here on SBS.
They're my neighbors. Come on in, guys.
Bringing fans together. State Farm, official sponsor of Liga MX. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
A little bit more. Get it to the -8. 2nd and 11 for the Friars. Ball on the 19 of the Vikes. Fakes the handoff. Rolling to the left is Jamin Williams, and it's completed to Thies as he gets past the 15. 3rd and medium. What do you want to run here if you're head coach Matt Battaglia?
Yeah, 3rd and medium. You probably got options to run or pass the ball. Maybe run a run-pass option where the quarterback gives an opportunity for the running back to run the ball, but he's reading that linebacker to see if the linebacker bites on the run, and then you run a throw or a slant route behind it where you can really stretch the defense. So really good opportunity. 3rd and 7. You're inside the 20. This may be 4-down territory, but up 14-0, you do have Noah Surge, your kicker, who's a really stout kicker. So really good options for Fenwick right now.
One in the backfield. A little bit of a zone look from the Vikings.
Oh, my.
Dropped it. Probably wouldn't have converted anyway, but that's been a problem for Tomczak tonight. That's now his 2nd drop. That's on the wide receiver that time.
2nd drop on the same drive. And Will Tomczak is probably thinking about that first drop, which ultimately led to this 2nd drop. Right. And as a receiver, the first thing you want to do before you run with the ball is look it in. And when you saw him right there, he was looking ahead when the ball was coming into his arms, which ultimately made him drop the ball. So if you're Will Tomczak, you can't beat yourself up about it. You still got 3 quarters left, but that's a timely drop right there that you can't have on one drive right there. So we'll see if Noah Surge can make this 35-yard field goal, 32-yard field goal.
Kick is up, and it is through the uprights. It's 17-0 Fenwick here on Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Illinois' top-ranked orthopedic and spine practice, Midwest Orthopedics at Rush, is now in Joliet. See a world-class specialist close to home. To be your best, See the best.
(17-0) Fenwick. This is impressive, but still a lot of football to remain. But St. Lawrence don't necessarily have to score points on this drive, but get some first downs and rest your defense a little bit.
That's the start. Rest the defense a little bit, but you have to score points on this drive for St. Lawrence.
Yes,
yeah.
Two
keep the defense off the
first
field.
downs at the minimum to give Sean Rice and that very talented defense a little bit of a rest.
For sure. They've been 3 and out their opening 3 drives, and you look at St. Lawrence, a team that really wants to be dominant in the run game. They haven't been able to get that going, and clearly if you can't get your run game going, that affects every other aspect of your offense. But we'll see if they can get this thing going now. You have an idea of what Fenwick wants to do. They want to blitz. They want to run cover 4 behind the linebackers, which means the safeties are pretty much flat-foot waiting for contact to come to them and forcing the quarterback to throw the ball downfield. So St. Lawrence really has to be careful and not get too far behind, especially making a play on this drive.
Going deep with it, underthrown. And it could have been either Jake Thies or Tommy Thies to intercept it. Luckily for St. Lawrence, it went in between both players.
Yeah, I think that was Jake Thies right there that was expecting the ball to be a little bit further downfield, and when he turned his back around, the ball was in front of him. And it's interesting right now because we talked about a 2-quarterback system for
that was Corey Lesh that threw it,
Yep, for St. Lawrence. And to your point, Corey Lesh has been playing a lot of quarterback this drive and last drive. So clearly Pat Swanson is seeing something on the St. Lawrence side that's forcing him to go with the 3rd option at quarterback. Now we see number 12, Noah Taylor, in at quarterback. So interesting dynamic when it comes to their offensive scheme.
Do you believe in the old saying, if you have 2 quarterbacks, you have 0 quarterbacks, or is that kind of cliche?
Hey, if you're winning games, that's all that matters. But I think it is. It does get to a point.
It is a thing, but it's also not a thing.
Yeah, but I think when you get to week 6 in your season, usually teams have their identity, and one quarterback is usually the guy. So to still have 2 quarterbacks at this point, someone who doesn't have much knowledge makes you think, are they still trying to figure out what they want to do at the quarterback position? When you're 4-1 and you're winning games, you still go with it. But I think at some point, guys will really want to have to establish their own identity and gain trust in one quarterback.
Trips to the right. High snap. Taylor on the run.
Great ball.
What is going on with these wide receivers? Did they put oil on the ball? That's now 3 drops, 1 for St. Lawrence, 2 for Fenwick.
Yeah, that's a really good throw, really good route. A cell concept. You got basically high-lowing the defense. If the linebacker goes low, you throw deep. The linebacker goes high, you throw short. On that play, the linebacker went low. The quarterback threw it high, hit the receiver in his hands, and he dropped it. Now it's 4th and 6, and Fenwick is getting the ball back for the 4th time.
Do you consider a fake punt, or is it too early to do your trick plays?
When you're down 17-0, everything is on the table. So we'll see what they decide to do here. I think one guy, there are 10 guys on the field for St. Lawrence.
If you really want to play it, so are they going to say Fenwick or St. Lawrence with the timeout?
St. Lawrence.
Timeout, St. Lawrence. We'll take a break. Both teams now with 2 timeouts here on SBS. Are you looking for some good food after a Fenwick football game? Then head on over to O'Sullivan's Public House. Located on Madison Street in Forest Park, O'Sullivan's Public House has daily drink specials alongside a year-round beer garden. Open daily from 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. O'Sullivan's PH offers dinner until 10 p.m. Even cooler, O'Sullivan's offers a late-night menu until 11:30 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. On the weeknights, O'Sullivan's has a late-night push the mic up a little bit. No, a little bit to the left. No. Yeah, that's fine. 4th and 6, most likely a punt for the Vikings. High arching kick, good hang time, and no choice. close, but it was a fair catch, and no choice but to fair catch it by Tomczak. And Gabe, they might have to consider another wide receiver. That would have been his third drop of the game, and that would have been on a punt.
Honestly, that's probably best case scenario for Will, just to see a ball
go into your hands.
Go into your hands and you're not dropping.
Yeah.
Clearly his confidence has been shaking having those 2 early drops on that last possession. But, yeah, at some point when it comes to winning and losing, you got to put your best players out there. And I don't think you take Will Tomczak out right now. You kind of let a guy battle through some of his mistakes. And ultimately, hopefully he comes out on the good end. But just seeing him catch that punt right there is a positive sign for Fenwick.
Another great field position, right?
Yeah.
Field position is advantage Friars tonight. Jamin.
Will Tomczak.
Yeah. I like the play call and a first down for the Friars.
Huge shout out to head coach Matt Battaglia and his staff, but really believing in Will Tomczak. I mean, he's had 2 early drops on that last drive, and almost dropped the punt right here. And the first play on your 4th drive, you do a rollout play, and you know the ball is going back to Will Tomczak. You want to get him going. You know he's one of your better receivers. He makes this offense go along with the Thies brothers and Jamin Williams and everyone else. So if Will Tomczak's confidence is up, that makes everything on this Fenwick Friars offense better. So you got to give a huge shout out for really sticking with Will Tomczak early in this game. They're going to need him late, especially in these later games in the year.
Williams, empty backfield. They're going to split the wide receivers. It's Garrett in motion. As they give it to Garrett. He's going to get the first down. Good moves from Garrett, creating separation. The Friars are rolling. Doesn't matter who has the ball. They're getting chunk plays tonight.
Yeah, I think this play might come back due to a holding by the left tackle. Held the defensive end a little bit too long, and ultimately that's the reason why that play was able to get that extra yardage. But you look at Garrett and you look at his speed, clearly the guy can fly. You just have to do it legally if you're Fenwick Friars in that offense.
So what do we consider that, a run or a pass?
Well, did he pitch the ball forward?
He pushed it up in the air.
Did the ball go forward? Yeah, I guess if you push it in the air, it probably is a run. But you never know. I feel like now I play EA college football a lot, and the jet sweep is pretty much a reverse, but it's pretty much the quarterback catching the ball and then throwing the ball forward into the receiver's hands who's running in front of him. So I guess it's a pass if you're playing EA college football.
I didn't want to call it a jet sweep because it was kind of a shovel pass, but usually the shovel pass is 2 yards or a yard. That was behind the line of scrimmage, but it was an awkward jet sweep.
For sure. Well, it came back, so let's see if they come back to it.
Wow, look at this, 1st and 20. Yikes. Low snap, Jamin.
Nice
screen pass to Thies. They're going to have to talk about that at halftime because this game is far from over.
Yep. It's very far from over, and if you're making plays that is costing your offense, clearly St. Laurence is going to use that as motivation and an opportunity to get back into this game. So 3 drops for Fenwick in the first 2 quarters.
And almost a 4th on that punt.
Yep. So Matt Battaglia, I'm sure he's in those guys' ear. Hey, look, if we need to take the gloves off to catch the ball, let's do it. Because right now we're hurting ourselves by having some costly drops on 1st and 2nd down.
Whatever you do here, if you're Williams, don't turn the ball over. If it's not there, just throw it away or just run with it.
I wouldn't be surprised if they ran the ball just to get some yardage right now.
They're going to pass. Williams with time. Williams still in the pocket. Now he'll go to the right with it.
Oh, wow.
And a collision. And actually, it was 2 players, both from St. Laurence, colliding with each other in terms of Mickey Lotus and Corey Less.
Hey, that's what football is about. It's a contact sport. And sometimes you got to play physical. And that was a really physical play towards the end. You got to set the tone. And whoever sets the tone first is ultimately going to come out on top. And St. Laurence is trying to do anything they can do to stay in the game by setting whatever tone they can.
3rd and 15, fakes the handoff. Williams with time, long throw. And they're going to say it was caught by Stewart. He's going to get the first. We're going to watch it on replay in a second.
That is a college throw from Jamin Williams right there. To be opposite hash and throw the ball across the field to the opposite number on a rope, that's tough. That's tough. Not many quarterbacks can make that throw. And that's why Matt Battaglia trusts him to lead this offense. And great catch also by Raphael Stewart.
Yeah, it was definitely a catch. First down, almost a backbreaker for St. Lawrence.
Yeah, I mean, 3rd and 15. You hate giving up costly plays like that. The one opportunity you have to get the ball back via punt, and you can't stop them on 3rd and long like that hurts. That hurts. And you were talking about, defenses, St. Lawrence defense staying off the field. You had an opportunity right there and didn't make the most of it.
And off for Thies. The vision is just superb.
I mean, he's a safety, so he knows what the defense is looking at. And playing running back, getting the ball, he knows what the opposing defense is trying to do. So as a running back, I was always taught you're always looking a level ahead. So if you're running towards the defensive lineman, you're looking at the linebackers. If you're running towards the linebackers, you're looking at the safeties. If you're running towards the safeties, you're looking towards the end zone. So to have that vision, not everyone has it. And clearly, Jake Thies is doing his fair share of helping this offense move forward. Tommy Thies.
It's confusing, man. Tom Zach, they have confidence in him.
Yep.
And he is making St. Lawrence pay these last couple of plays. 3rd and short. Do you want to do a run up the gut, or do you consider an option play over to Thies, try to get him out in space?
Well, since I think it's a first down. He got a
friendly
barely
spot.
Got that. Barely, yeah. Got a Fenwick spot.
Didn't I say friendly spot?
Yeah.
But you called. But we're gonna play on words. Friendly spot. My bad. I thought I said friendly spot.
No, you did say friendly spot. I just wanted to give you a hard time.
Oh, okay.
But Will Tomczak, credit to him keeping his confidence, keeping his head up. 2 catches on this drive after having 2 drops last drive. 1st and 10 Fenwick.
Look, I know they're at home, but they did this very similar to St. Lawrence in Burbank last season. So Matt Pataglia, they're running a great program here at Fenwick. Williams over the middle. Stewart again. Stewart gets inside the 20. He's had a quiet first half of the season, but now he's starting to get a rhythm with Williams and both of these guys' senior seasons.
Yeah, just a really good opportunity for him to, make a play when the ball is thrown his way. I mean, you have so many weapons on this Fenwick Fire offense that a guy like Raphael Stewart can go under the radar. But when the ball is in his hands, he knows how to make a play, and clearly the coaches trust him. That's why they're keeping the ball in his hands on this drive.
Out to the right. Close to the first down. See where they spot it. It is past it. And a touchdown here almost seems like game over.
Yeah, unless Fenwick does something, unless St. Lawrence does something miraculous. It's not looking too bright so far for the St. Lawrence defense. But I really love how Fenwick's offense is just simple. Wide receiver turns around, catches the ball, make a play. Get the ball in their hands early. You got playmakers. Let them make a man miss, get 5 or 6 yards, and live to play another down. So not anything special if you're Fenwick. You're just letting your playmakers make plays and ultimately forcing St. Lawrence to tackle, which they haven't really done a great job so far.
Handoff off the right side as Thies gets to the edge inside the 10. Already 83 rushing yards for Fenwick and 126 passing yards.
Talk about balance. That's about as balanced as you can get. Really keeping Fenwick on their keeping St. Lawrence on their toes. You don't know if they're going to run the ball. You don't know if they're going to pass the ball. We talked about it before. The opening drive, Fenwick ran the ball 8 straight times to score their opening drive. The second drive, they threw the ball 3 times, 71 yards, and then ran it in for a 1-yard touchdown. So really keeping the St. Lawrence defense honest, and it's not looking too great for St. Lawrence, so you have to make a play here.
That time well read by the Vikings. Getting instant penetration was Andrew Sell, the sophomore defensive lineman. What do you want to do here if you're Coach Pataglia? You got 3rd and goal at the 9. You don't want to throw a pick in the end zone, obviously. You get a field goal. You're still only up 3 touchdowns. So are you looking for 2 more downs here to get to inside the 5 and then going forward on 4th and goal?
Yeah, this is 4-down territory for sure. 4-down territory. You got the lead. You can, make it a 4-score lead going into the half. Like, this is an opportunity for you really to put a stamp on this first half by scoring a touchdown. So we'll see how they'll react or what play calls they want to call.
Hard count. I like the idea there, trying to get to the 3-yard line if you get the offside.
Yeah, they've done that a lot so far, and at some point it just becomes a part of their identity. I really love how the Friar offense is operated so far. No huddle, Everybody's on the same page. A lot of nonverbal communications with hand signs. So we'll see what it looks like after this timeout.
So we're going to stick with the action. There's one timeout left for Fenwick. 3rd and goal at the 8. You're looking for the kill shot. You're looking to make it 24-0. Obviously, mathematically speaking, St. Lawrence technically could get 3 touchdowns and 3 2-point conversions. I've never seen that happen in a football game. So
yeah, especially, Fenwick gets the ball first to start the half.
That's true.
So St. Lawrence has to either stop them and or put points on the board going into this half. You're not setting yourself up for success if you don't do either or. So we'll see how they'll decide to be stout, but it's been all Fenwick Friars this first half.
I think of that Bears game. This was back when Jim Miller was playing quarterback for the Bears. Bears were up 20-0 when they played at U of I Stadium. Aaron Brooks and the Saints came back to win that game. So sometimes field goals don't help you. You need those touchdowns in the red zone.
Yeah, for sure. The NFL is, the margin of error is so small. And I know I speak for a lot of Bears fans here. It's not over until the scoreboard hits 0. And right now that is high school football. Leads are pretty sustainable out here, so we'll kind of see what this next play looks like as Jamie Williams rolls out to the left and makes a smart play and throws it out of bounds with it now 4th and goal for the Fenwick Friars as the special teams and Noah Sir comes out.
So Noah Sir out to kick. Another report from Stephen Taylor. Stephen, 17-0 Fenwick. This should be 20-0 after the kick. What have you heard from both St. Lawrence and Fenwick down on the sidelines?
St. Lawrence is really trying to simplify their game. Don't overthink it. That's been the word from every single coach on that sideline to every piece of their team. They really want to simplify their game so that they can get their head, or get themselves out of their head. That's the biggest issue. That's why they're missing some of the blocks, missing some of the tackles that they that keeps happening.
All right, Stephen, thank you so much. It'll be 4th and goal at the 8. An absolute chip shot for the future Wildcats. Sir, the kick straight through the uprights. That would have been good from 40 yards. 20-0 as they ring the bell. We'll take a break. It is all Friars thus far in the first half here on SBS.
Welcoming your guests is easy and secure. When someone rings the video doorbell, you can control everything right on your phone and go back to enjoying the rest of your warm summer days. Take control with the video doorbell from Forest Security.
$20-0 Friars. Last time these two teams played, it was a 37-15 final. And for Jimmy Watts, it's likely a grade 2 hamstring. Thank you so much, Stephen. As that goes into the end zone, so his day is most likely over. Hate to see it, but you know what? Bill Belichick said it best. Next man up. It's up to Will Tomczak and Cameron Garrett and the rest of these wide receivers to get it done.
For sure. It's next man up mentality. And if you're Jimmy Watts, while that is, devastating news, the positive side is, usually with the hamstring injury, it's not too long of a recovery. Maybe we'll see him towards the end of the season, if not the playoffs. But just a tough blow for an offense that uses every receiver in order for their offense to move forward. But thankfully they have a lot of help with the Thies brothers and Raphael Stewart, Garrett, that other guys can make plays.
Fakes the jet sweep right up the middle. Good news for St. Lawrence. You held him to a field goal.
Yep.
Can you put 6 on the Jumbotron right before halftime? You're not thinking 21 points. You're thinking 7 right here.
That was best case scenario for that St. Lawrence defense, holding the Fenwick Friar offense to only 3 points. Now the St. Lawrence offense has an opportunity not only to get on the scoreboard, but to get their first down of the game right here going into the half.
They're 0 of 4 on 3rd down. Fenwick 3 of 7. 2nd and 5 for St. Lawrence. And taking a lot of clock off that Jumbotron. These slow developing plays, I don't know if they're the best play calls all the time against this Fenwick defense who has a lot of speed out on the edge.
Yeah, it looks like St. Lawrence is running their 4-minute offense, which ultimately is staying in bounds, running the ball, getting chunk yardage. And I think right now St. Laurence just wants to get a first down, and then once they get a first down, they'll speed things up. You don't want to leave too much time on the clock if you go 3 and out. So they're being methodical with this drive, with their approach right now. Now it's 3rd and 2, and hopefully they're looking for their first down in the game.
Quarterback sneak.
And they get it.
Good second effort by Taylor. Problem for St. Lawrence, the field goal does you no good. You got to get it inside the red zone and then get that touchdown.
Yeah, 6 points is, well, 7 points, but 6 points for sure is mandatory if you're St. Lawrence right now. You finally got your first down of the game. Now you got some momentum. Now you got some energy, some juice. Hopefully they're hoping to build off of that and ultimately get some points on the board before halftime.
Only
Fenwick,
20.
if you're Fenwick right now, your goal is to stop them.
Hard to win games when you only have 2 yards per carry thus far for the Vikings.
Yep.
High snap, Taylor to the right, that's a sack! The penetration almost instantly, and the sack delivered by Duffy Monahan.
Yeah, a bad snap. It was a rollout play. And when it comes to a rollout play, everything is about timing. Any wrong move, any wrong turn, wrong step messes up the entire play. And on that play, it was a bad snap. It threw off the timing of the offense. And backside, number 32 for Fenwick, Duffy Monahan, he had the speed, he had the explosion, and he made the sack, ultimately leading to 2nd and 19 with almost 2.5 minutes on the clock for St. Lawrence in their offense.
Got to be careful here if you're the Vikings. Incompletion stops the clock.
For sure, but you got to throw the ball.
Over the middle, dangerous throw into traffic.
And a flag on the field.
Was it a late hit?
Late hit or maybe an eligible man downfield? It's got to be one of the two.
Usually when it's called that late, it's roughing the passer.
Yeah, but it was called on St. Lawrence, so it looked like it's an ineligible man downfield. Usually on those screen plays, offensive linemen may get too far upfield, and ultimately the referee sees it and basically says, hey, you're not supposed to be out here. Go back to the line of scrimmage and wait for your receiver to catch the ball before you can move forward. So one of those intricate rules of the game, and screen plays are very, very tricky because almost every screenplay lineman are upfield. It's just whether they call it or not. So unfortunate, 3rd and long for this St. Lawrence offense that just had their first down.
Right, because it was 2nd and 19 and Fenwick only has 1 timeout left. They're going to decline that penalty, which they did.
Yep.
High snap, they got to work on that at halftime. Jet sweep. Oh boy, does he get out of bounds?
Nope.
Battaglia says he does, and he claps it up, but the hand is rolling, which means Battaglia has to call his last timeout. Gabe, you be the ref. Was he inbounds or out of bounds?
He was inbounds. His knee came down inbounds, and I honestly don't know if that's a win for St. Lawrence, staying inbound and try to keep the clock going, or at least
college rules, because clock stops on a first down for Fenwick anyway.
Yep. So his knee was inbounds when he landed, which is the reason why the clock continued, and Matt Battaglia was a little upset because he thought it was out of bounds.
No more timeouts remaining for Fenwick. If you wanted to do a trick play for St. Lawrence, one would think this would be the time.
You're on the 29-yard line. It's kind of tricky being 3rd and 12 going into the half. Yeah, 4th and 12 going into the half. It's really.
Do you trust in your defense? Because if they get another field goal, it essentially becomes a 4-possession lead for the Friars.
Yeah, I honestly do trust my defense. You just held Fenwick to a field goal after it being 1st and goal for Fenwick on that last drive. So I think you do punt the ball. Earlier in the game, St. Lawrence punted the ball and flipped the field, which ultimately forced Fenwick to have a long drive. So I think you try to do that again, and you know Fenwick doesn't have any timeouts. So right now you're basically saying, hey, keep Fenwick in bounds, let the clock run out, and let's go into the half at the worst 20-0.
So for now, it'll be a punt for the Vikings. And a very good one. Good hang time. This time it's dropped. And Stewart able to dive on it, looking like Bobby Wade out there.
That's why, honestly, if you're St. Lawrence, that's why you punt the ball.
You never know, right?
You never know. You never always give yourself a chance. And instead of being backed up on your own 29, you now force this Fenwick Fire offense to go 67 yards down the field with no timeouts, with 2 minutes and 18 seconds left to go in the first half. And I think this opportunity actually favors Fenwick because of their high pace profile offense. They really have a lot of guys that can make plays, and ultimately we'll see what this half will end up like for both teams.
As nice move from Tom Zach near the first down marker, shaking off those 2 drops and almost a third one off the punt.
Yep.
You know what? Stewart fumbled a punt, so it happens, right?
It happens as part of the game, but no excuses if you're either team. Got to make those plays.
Williams to the right. He'll have to throw it out of bounds. As good pressure that time from the Vikings. Corey Less all over the field tonight. He was the one delivering the pressure on Williams. He is a Division I baseball recruit at Louisville.
Yep. Yeah, committed to Louisville to play baseball. It's one of those things where it's, you know, you love the game of football. It's your senior year. You know you're already going to go to school to play another sport. But why not go out one last time with the guys and really try to do something special with your football season? So Corey Less, whether he's running the ball, forcing quarterbacks to throw the ball away, or playing quarterback himself, he's been all over the field for the St. Lawrence Viking football team tonight.
So 3rd and 1, ball on the 42 with 1:52 to go. Did he cross the neutral zone? I don't think so, and the nearest ref agrees with me.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be more disciplined, but at the same time, still 3rd and short.
Off the right guard, Thies with Green in front of him. Did he get in? Now, did he reach in and get the horse collar? Wouldn't really matter. They would spot it at the inch line instead of the 1 yard line.
Yeah, but that should be a flag, though, right? Like that's a horse collar tackle.
It's not. You don't award a touchdown. You just go half to the half distance to the goal. The only time you award a touchdown, this happened last week in a high school football game. A player that wasn't on the field went on the field to deliver a tackle to a guy trying to get a pick six. So you do award a touchdown on that play, and it's also an ejection. Only in high school, right?
It's funny because like in practice in college, if a quarterback throws an interception, the defense usually tries, the entire defense gets off the sideline and they try to run with the defender into the end zone, and there's usually offensive guys on the sideline trying to make a tackle. So you see it in practice but not in the game, and that's actually hilarious. It's dangerous that something like that happened, but just thinking about, what happens in, professional collegiate practices.
Waiting for the signal. They take a while on these plays. Touchdown, Williams. And the onslaught might very well be on here at Triton College Stadium.
26-0 going into the half. 1 minute left. Fenwick is doing everything they want to with St. Lawrence tonight. I know we were expecting a closer game, but Fenwick is treating this like a playoff game, like Mike Murphy said before, and clearly it's showing up on the scoreboard right now.
Almost even amount of rushing yards and passing yards. 143 rushing, 133 passing. You get almost 150 yards before halftime running the football, you're going to win football game.
For sure, and when your time of possession is 19 and a half for Fenwick to 10 minutes for St. Lawrence, the team with more time of possession is going.
Actually, it's different. It's 10:09 for Fenwick, and St. Lawrence is 19:30. Fenwick hasn't had the ball that much. They've just gone right down the field.
I'm looking at these numbers backward. Yeah, that's clearly Fenwick is making their plays, being efficient on offense, getting in the end zone quick, and forcing St. Lawrence to basically say, hey, if you want to keep the ball and not score points, we'll give it to you. Just give us the points, and we'll give you the time of possession. So it's interesting seeing that number be kind of lopsided in that way when it comes to, the ultimate scoreboard.
I mean, if they're going to give me a 50-yard rush, if I'm Tommy Thies, I'll take it.
For sure.
We lose the time possession battle, but we're up 27-0.
For sure.
Who cares?
For sure. So, hey, all that matters is who has the most points on the scoreboard at the end of the game. And right now it's 27-0 Fenwick.
Third down efficiency, 4 of 8 for the Friars, just 1 of 6 for St. Lawrence. Passing the football, it has been a struggle, to say the least, for the Vikings, just 1 of 6.
Yeah, you got to be more efficient than that if you want to be successful on offense. So a score right here would be very great to get back in the right direction in order to make this game at least competitive if you're St. Laurence.
Well, these are the issues with having a two-quarterback system, right? Sometimes it creates non-chemistry with your offensive line.
Yep.
Have we seen that tonight, or is it just Fenwick showing they're quite possibly the better team than the Vikings?
I think it's both. I think it's both for sure. If you're an offensive lineman, you really have to change your not even your mindset, but some of your strategies with another quarterback in. So you really can't get into a groove if you're St. Lawrence, but give Fenwick's defense a lot of credit. They're tackling well, they're reading their keys, and they're playing just more physical than St. Lawrence.
Long way to go. 80 yards to the end zone with only 1:05 to do so. Off the right tackle, as it was a handoff that time to the wide. Yeah. Yep. I thought it was 85, but there is no 85. They only have one guy past the number 78. They got less at 80 and 99 is Maximus Mateus Sawinski. Another report coming up for Stephen Taylor. It is all Friars tonight. A fumble recovery for the Friars. They say they have the ball. We're going to talk about that in a second between me and Gabe. But Steve, what do you have for us?
They're just keeping the intensity up on the Friars sideline. From Tommy Thies, there was a play in which they... All right, still remaining Viking football. There was a play from Tommy Thies where he noticed some of the Friars players not pushing the entire pile forward, and he just screams, push. Don't give up on the play. Do something. Got to stay inside the game.
All right, Stephen, do you have anything else for us? No? Okay, thank you very much. And that will do it for the first half. A lot happening there. Before we go to halftime, as the St. Lawrence coaches, we're right next to the St. Lawrence coaches here in the press box, but as they go to the restroom and also talk to their players on a tough first half. A lot happening there, Gabe. It looked like Fenwick thought they had a fumble recovery. They didn't. Yeah. The clock continued to run. St. Lawrence had one timeout left. They decided to concede it and go into halftime.
Yeah, it would have been a tough break if you're St. Lawrence, and that was actually a fumble loss, and you would have given an opportunity for Fenwick to score points. They don't. You live to play another down. It's 27-0 at the halftime, and at this point, Fenwick gets the ball to start the half. If you're St. Lawrence, a stop and a score will be a positive step in the right direction, but as of right now, Fenwick is dominating this game in every phase of this game so far.
Do you agree with the decision of Pat Swanson to not spike the football and not call his last time out? The clock was running because it was a running play, no fumble recovery. He could have called a timeout. They could have spiked it, but nothing had gone right for them offensively in that first half.
You hit that right on the head. If they had any type of momentum, I think you do spike the ball and try to get points. But right now, nothing's going your way. Let's just go into the half, regroup, and try to put some points on the board and make it our second half. Get some points and really define what we want to do moving forward, because right now it's not about what Fenwick is doing. It's about what we're not doing and what we need to fix in order to be successful tonight and moving forward for our program.
All right, thank you so much, Gabe. We're going to take a break then. When we come back, we'll give you halftime stats. You're watching the Vikings against the Friars here on SBS.
They're my neighbors. Come on in, guys.
Bringing fans together. State Farm, official sponsor of Liga MX. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Stop what you're doing. If your SBS broadcast looks blurry on your laptop or desktop, do the following steps. Number 1, click on the wheel icon at the bottom right of your screen. Then click on Quality. Click on the highest quality that's available for you. And number 3, wait for your laptop to load and enjoy the broadcast. If your broadcast looks blurry on your phone or tablet, do the following steps. Number 1, click on the wheel icon located at the top right of your screen. Number 2, click on Advanced. And number 3, click on the highest quality available. If you're still having issues, type in the live chat. Thanks, and enjoy the game.
Let's make back to school season this year easier for you and your whole family. Customize a scene on your Forest security app to ensure as you leave for the day that your doors are locked, lights are off, garage door is closed, and your security system is on with the push of one button. When the kids get home, they can unlock the doors and turn off the alarm with their mobile app or door code. Plus, you can receive an instant notification with a video clip showing they are home safely. Relax in the evening with a movie night routine to ensure your alarm is set, lights turned down, and room temperature is comfortable. Call Forest today. Welcoming your guests is easy and secure. When someone rings the video doorbell, You can control everything right on your phone and go back to enjoying the rest of your warm summer days. Take control with a video doorbell from Forest Security.
Are you looking for some good food after a Fenwick football game? Then head on over to O'Sullivan's Public House. Located on Madison Street in Forest Park, O'Sullivan's Public House has daily drink specials alongside a year-round beer garden. Open daily from 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. O'Sullivan's PH offers dinner until 10 p.m. Even cooler, O'Sullivan's offers a late-night menu until 11:30 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. On the weeknights, O'Sullivan's has a late-night menu until 11 p.m. And for the fall season, O'Sullivan's will offer 20% off food for athletes and coaches following home Fenwick games. For more information, go online to o'sullivansfp.com.
Welcoming your guests is easy and secure. When someone rings the video doorbell, you can control everything right on your phone and go back to enjoying the rest of your warm summer days. Take control with a video doorbell from Forest Security. Let's make back-to-school season this year easier for you and your whole family. Customize a scene on your Forest Security app to ensure as you leave for the day that your doors are locked, lights are off, garage door is closed, and your security system is on with the push of one button. When the kids get home, they can unlock the doors and turn off the alarm with their mobile app or door code. Plus, you can receive an instant notification with a video clip showing they are home safely. Relax in the evening with a movie night routine to ensure your alarm is set, lights turned down, and room temperature is comfortable. Call Forest today.
They're my neighbors. Come on in, guys.
Bringing fans together. State Farm, official sponsor of Liga MX. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
A deal for me?
A deal for everyone.
17 East Van Buren Street, Joliet, Illinois.
Stop what you're doing. If your SBS broadcast looks blurry on your laptop or desktop, do the following steps. Number 1, click on the wheel icon at the bottom right of your screen. Then click on Quality. Click on the highest quality that's available for you. And number 3, wait for your laptop to load and enjoy the broadcast. If your broadcast looks blurry on your phone or tablet, do the following steps. Number 1, click on the wheel icon located at the top right of your screen. Number 2, click on Advanced. And number 3, click on the highest quality available. If you're still having issues, type in the live chat. Thanks, and enjoy the game.
How's it going, everybody? Kyle Smith alongside Gabe Henderson. You know, we talked a lot about Sean Rice. He's on your screen right now. He had a fumble recovery and a forced fumble in that win over Leo Catholic, an interception and a strip sack, 5 total tackles. But at the same time, he has just been kind of just isolated, and he just has not been a factor tonight against Fenwick. Here are the individual stats as Gabe's going to run through them for us. Gabe, it is all Fenwick tonight, 27-0 lead.
Yeah, Fenwick has 276 total team yards to St. Lawrence's 23. And when you look at Fenwick, Jake Thies, 11 rushes, 99 yards, 1 more yard till 100. Tommy Thies, 5 rushes, 41 yards. Jake Thies has 2 touchdowns, and Jamie Williams, 3 rushes, 6 yards and a touchdown. It's pretty much been dominant when it comes to running the ball, averaging 7.5 yards per carry. And we know Jamie Williams can throw the ball 10 of 16, 133 passing yards. It's just been a one-sided affair for this Fenwick Friar offense. Corey Lesh, you talked about him earlier. He's pretty much leading the Viking offense in total yards. He has 5 rushes for 14 yards and has 1 reception for -5. Literally the only person with the reception for this St. Lawrence offense. So if they want to be successful, you really have to get him going and get the other guys going. And I think that starts with the quarterback unit. Both Noah Taylor and Jimmy McDermott only have 1 completion. Combined, they are 1 of 5 for -5 yards. So clearly it's one-sided. Fenwick is dominating both offense, defense, and special teams. And if you're St. Lawrence right now, you just want to have something positive to go home with because you know Fenwick is probably going to attempt to build on this lead knowing that they get the ball first to start this second half.
Did you see anything positive offensively for St. Lawrence in that first half? If they get the ball early on in the third quarter, remember Fenwick kicked off to start the game, so Fenwick gets the ball to start the third quarter. If they can hold Fenwick to a 3-and-out or maybe force a turnover, if you're St. Lawrence, you almost have to consider an onside kick because you would think it's going to take a long time for you to score that first touchdown of the game for you.
Yeah, I mean, you got to pull out every trick that's in your bag if you're St. Lawrence. You're down 27-0.
Oh.
You don't have the ball to start the second half. Ultimately, you have to find any type of way
make sure that
to get some type of momentum. So it'll be interesting to see what they come out with to start this second half. Maybe an onside kick would get the juice going, get the guys going. But if you're Fenwick, you know, right now anything and everything is on the table. So don't be surprised if St. Lawrence tries to do a trick play, tries to do an onside kick, tries to do something to get the momentum back to their favor. So it's 2 halves to every game. It's 4 quarters to every game. And if you're St. Lawrence, if you're Pat Swanson, you're the head coach, you're probably saying, look, last week we scored 28 points in the first half. Why can't we do that again? If we score 28 points and hold Fenwick scoreless, then we win the game. That's, pretty much very easier said than done. But we'll see how the second half shakes out as Fenwick starts the ball. Garrett with a long
Oh my
kick
gosh,
return.
look at this. All the way to the house. Raphael Stewart, the exclamation point on a dominating win tonight for the Friars.
Man, what a kick return to start the second half by number 14, Cameron Garrett. If you're St. Laurence, that is worst case scenario coming out of the half. Now down 33-0. Noah Sir is probably going to make this field goal. This is not what you were envisioning if you're St. Laurence. But Fenwick, this is exactly what you were envisioning where you're coming out of the half. You're basically saying, look, let's put some points and not even make this game a contest to start the second half. And they do so in fashion, returning a kickoff return to start the half.
Wow. 33-0. I think the fat lady is starting to sing right here at Triton College Stadium.
Yeah, at some point you wonder at what point is Fenwick going to put their backups in. Both teams played their backups the entire fourth quarter last week, and it's a brutal schedule coming up for both teams. So if you can stay healthy, continue to keep this lead for Fenwick, at some point you basically want to give your starters some time off going into a tough run of games after this game against St. Lawrence tonight.
Everything working tonight. Special teams, offense, defense. If you thought last season was dominant, Fenwick says, Kyle and Gabe, you haven't seen anything yet. 34-0.
34-0. This is Fenwick football. If you ask Matt Battaglia, who's already won a state championship back 4 years ago with this Fenwick team, this is who we are. We want to be dominant on all three phases of the ball, and we're seeing that so far.
What do you want to do here if you're St. Lawrence on offense? The game is pretty much out of reach. You got to get some kind of confidence going into your next game.
Yeah, right now running the ball isn't working. So I think getting some quick passes, quick hitches, get 5 yards here, 6 yards there, like really nickel and dime up the field, play some pitch and catch, maybe get it past the 50-yard line and get into your territory where maybe you can kick a field goal. That will be defined as success. You just want to find something that works. And throwing the ball downfield hasn't worked. Neither has running the ball. So put the ball in your playmaker's hand and just let them make a play.
1st and 10 at the 20. We'll get the timeouts fixed for you on screen in a second. Handoff up the middle, nothing doing.
Yeah, it's been that way all game. Mike Murphy pregame said, we know what St. Lawrence wants to do when a certain quarterback is in the game versus the other, whether it's Jimmy McDermott, tonight Corey Less. Like, they know what they want to do, and they've been blitzing very heavy early on in the downs, which has mitigated the running offense for St. Lawrence. So right now we see 5 wide for St. Lawrence, and that's pretty much telling the defense that they want to throw the ball.
Quick pass. And it was delivered that time to Sean Rice. Using him on offense on that play, but nothing doing for St. Lawrence.
Yeah, but like I said before, like you literally just want to find something, pitch and catch, 4 or 5 yards here and there that can give you some type of confidence going forward. Instead of being 3rd and 10, it's 3rd and 7. Got an opportunity to convert this 3rd down and ultimately keep your defense off of the field.
Ball on the 23, 3rd and 7. The game is out of reach, so one would think it's 4-down territory regardless, unless you get negative yards here.
For sure. Every offensive possession is 4-down territory from here on out if you're St. Lawrence.
Good pass. Too little, too late. You think about that drop earlier.
Yep. That's the same concept.
Yeah.
It's literally the same concept that they ran where number 9 for St. Lawrence, Cameron McHugh, dropped the ball. They ran the same route. They knew it was open last time, so why not come back to it? And on this drive, Jimmy McDermott makes a sure-handed catch. 1st down, St. Lawrence.
Do players care about shutouts if you're on defense for
Fenwick? For sure.
So if this score were like 41-7, would Fenwick take exception to that?
Yeah, I think there's pride in holding the team scoreless, keeping a goose egg on the scoreboard. Like at the end of the day, you want to just win the game. But when you get this late in the game where the opposing offense hasn't even gotten past the 50-yard line, you take pride in keeping a goose egg on the scoreboard if you're Fenwick.
You know, that was interesting. I don't know if McDermott was actually down, but they're going to say he was.
Yeah, maybe his knee or his elbow may have touched the ground.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, he would have only gained maybe a couple more yards if he had kept running. But
True, but hey, 2nd and 3.
that's the thing, too. When you're down 34-0,
Yeah.
the urge to want to get extra yardage
Yep.
might be less than when it's 14-0.
You just want to get some juice. You just want to do something to put on film to basically say, look, guys, I know the game wasn't going our way, but we did something to keep the chains moving, and that's what they're doing so far.
Fenwick was not fooled on the fake. It was an RPO, and that was a late hit out of bounds.
Yeah, I think Jimmy McDermott thought he got the first down, but he stepped out of bounds right before he got upfield, so he actually lost a couple of yards on that play, and that's not the direction you want to go if you're St. Laurence. Now 3rd and 5 for their offense.
Other thing, too, for Fenwick, you know you're going to win tonight. You'd like to have the shutout, but you also need to know what you have on defense if Jake or Tommy Thies get hurt in a game. So putting in the subs, would you give up the touchdown? Maybe, but you need to know what you have in your subs in game action as this team gets closer to the postseason.
Yeah, for sure. You're only as good as your backups. And if your backups is getting meaningful reps and playing strong and doing their assignment, ultimately that's going to make the starters play harder. So Corey Les doing everything he can right there to try to get a first down, probably 4th and short. But to your point, if the score continues to stay like this, Fenwick is obviously going to play some of their backups. And you always want to get those guys confidence because you need to have depth going into the later stretches of the year, especially when you start to get wear and tear on the body and guys can't play as long. So, of course, you want to finish it out strong with your starters, but at the same time, it's going to be a really good opportunity if they keep this lead going and the Fenwick backups can get in and get some plays.
4th and 1. Ball on the 44. High snap, handoff, and he's short. Story of the night. Excellent play by the senior and Monahan. He had a sack earlier. What else can you say but impressive? Any kind of synonym you want to use. Terrific, fantastic, marvelous. That's the way to describe Fenwick tonight.
All of those synonyms work. You can tell they watched film on St. Lawrence, and they understood what St. Lawrence wanted to do. Every time it's been 3rd and short or 4th and short, St. Lawrence has run a halfback dive up the middle. And what Fenwick has done to mitigate that, they've blitzed both of their linebackers right up the A-gaps to stop the run. And clearly another turnover on down. So really good game planning, really good scheming by Fenwick, and ultimately having those athletes have those smarts, that's ultimately going to pay dividends down the stretch of the season like it is right now so far tonight.
If you're just joining us, shame on you. You missed a heck of a game. Secondly, everybody has contributed. Down the field, tight window.
Wow.
Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Touchdown, Stewart. Quite possibly our SBS
Wow.
post-game interview.
That was amazing. That's the second one-handed catch we've seen so far tonight. And what a play for a touchdown by Raphael Stewart. What a better ball for Jamin Williams. He got the snap. And this is the signs of a really smart quarterback, a quarterback that's very advanced. When Jamin Williams got the snap, he looked at the safety, then looked to his right. He saw all of his receivers on his right side were covered. So what did he do? He didn't pull the ball down to run the ball. He looked to his left side and saw one-on-one with one of his favorite receivers, Raphael Stewart, and basically said, look, I'm going to give you a shot, and he threw a dart. And it was really good coverage by St. Lawrence. But like a coach always taught me, a perfect ball and a perfect route beats perfect coverage every single time. And that's what we saw right there in that throw and catch for the Fenwick Friars offense.
Well, I think about that 2014 season, we got an injury down on the field. Stephen will let us know who it is. You hate to see it.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that after this commercial break. No. 40-0, extra point coming up. Stephen Taylor downstairs will let us know the injury. Wow, one-handed catch by both Jimmy Watts and Raphael Stewart tonight.
Yeah. Just spectacular plays.
Extra point, good. Well, Bill Belichick said it best. We're on to Cincinnati. Went on that run to win the Super Bowl.
Yep.
For St. Lawrence, are they on to Cincinnati?
Mentally, yes. You're basically saying, look, guys, let's continue this right now, what we're doing. Let's stay dominant, not give up any free points. But at the same time, in the back of their minds, they're probably thinking, hey, what does the rest of our schedule look like? What do we need to do to continue to build on what we're doing tonight? And ultimately, it's going to be a really fun season for Fenwick if they can continue to play like this no matter who the opponent is. We know it's going to be a really tough stretch, but at the same time, it's going to be very fun with opportunities like they're doing tonight.
Nice kick from Sir, showing why he's going to be playing in the Big Ten next season. That'll probably be the last throw of the night for Jamin Williams.
Yeah, they're probably going to try to run the ball from here on out and stay in bounds just to keep the clock going. So we'll see how this thing kind of shakes itself out as we move forward in this game.
Another report from Stephen Taylor. All Friars tonight as the running clock starts here at Triton College Stadium. What do you got for us, Stephen?
Over on the St. Louis sideline, they are completely changing their mindset. They're going into experimentation. They're going to try some new stuff. When you find yourself on the receiving end of a 41-0 situation in football, you start to get creative. On that last touchdown, that was number 6 for St. Lawrence, Matt Williams. He was holding his left knee. He was unable to put weight on it as he was carried off the field. They're looking at him for the training staff now.
All right, thank you very much, Stephen. We'll see you later on in the game. And tripped up on the handoff attempt that time from Taylor. 41-0. These beatdowns happen in football. I think of Dan Marino's last game. He lost 62-7. That was the last game he ever played. Does that mean Mark Brunell is 62-7 better than Dan Marino?
Absolutely not.
But just that day, he was, right?
Yep.
You think of Mitch Trubisky once threw 6 touchdown passes in a game. Matt Flynn threw 6 touchdown passes in a game. Sometimes these things happen.
Yeah. Styles make fights. Yeah. Styles make fights. Sometimes it's your day, sometimes it's not. And ultimately it's up to whoever can have the mental fortitude to really continue to move forward, as St. Lawrence got a couple of yards on that play as I believe that is Corey Less. No, that is not Corey Less. That is Dan Highland, who caught the ball maybe 3 times before he actually caught the ball. But it is positive yardage for St. Lawrence as they get ready for this 4th down.
3rd and 4, ball on the 26.
Yep, 3rd and 4.
You know it's not your day when Fenwick has more kickoff return yards than you have passing yards.
That's insane. That's not positive.
Spin move from the quarterback. It's 41-0, running clock's out. Do you just concede and just punt?
No, I'm going for this.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going for this. 4th down. You got to give yourself, I mean, they probably will punt, but if I'm a coach, like, I'm giving myself a chance to win. Like, I know that I'm down 41-0. But I don't know. Like, for me, I'm just going to continue to try to play. It's 4th and short, and you have an opportunity to go for it. You may not get it, but at least give yourself a chance. But right here we see St. Lawrence punting the ball, and which they've had success with so far. They've punted the ball twice and flipped the field and forced Fenwick to have a long drive to get into the end zone. Clearly that's what he wanted to do here.
Does that victory by Montini show how good Montini is as a football team? Only loss for Fenwick thus far this season.
Yeah, Montini's a really good football team. Montini is one of those teams that we'll see later in the year playing for an opportunity to really hold up a trophy towards the end of the season.
Last year in 3A.
Exactly. So it'll be a really good game. And when I just look at my notes from that game, we talk about a Montini team that really has a quarterback who is the #1 quarterback in the state of Illinois, and Izzy Abrams. Izzy Abrams just efficient in that game. Really did what he could to will his team to victory. Granted, Fenwick played well, played well late, and ultimately failed to Montini, but those are two really good teams, and it came down to a failed two-point conversion that lost the game for Fenwick. So if you're playing with the top team in Montini down the stretch and really making those guys work, you're going to be a good team going forward.
Jamin Williams' day is over. Tommy Quinn now at quarterback.
Yep.
We saw Tommy Quinn a little bit during that OPRF shutout, 35-0 for Fenwick in that one. Now they're up 41-0. They've dominated most of the season. They shut out De La Salle 42-0.
Yep.
Absolutely dominated the defending 4A champions in DePaul College Prep on the road.
Yep.
They've got some tough games coming up, including Mount Carmel on the road.
Yep.
But next week they're back here to play Bennett Academy. That'll be their last home game of the season.
Yep.
And we'll give you an update soon about that Bennett Academy St. Patrick game. That we're also broadcasting at Benedictine Stadium. Both teams 3-2 in that one, and hopefully it's a little bit closer than this one tonight.
Yeah, for sure. Bennett Academy has some guys. I know you guys caught a few games already for Bennett Academy earlier this year, including tonight, and they have some guys that really can make plays. So that'll be a really good game that we're covering so far, and I'm sure the score will be a little bit tighter than this Fenwick St. Laurence game tonight. And for the first time, we see a negative play for Fenwick. Granted, the backups are in, but the fact that the starters are on the bench for Fenwick and are able to rest up a little bit for next week's game, that's best case scenario. You just hope a guy in Jimmy Ward who got hurt early on after a one-handed catch in the first quarter, you hope his hamstring injury isn't too severe and he gets a head start on his recovery as this Fenwick Friars team look to really make some noise in the playoffs this year. So a really good game by the starters. You got to give those guys credit, putting up 41 points against a team that was 4-1 coming into this game and have really played some really good teams. So a really good game by the Fenwick starters, even though the backups are in right now.
Quinn with time. He'll roll to his right as Quinn. You know, it wasn't complete, but the ball placement was pretty good. Just a little bit low on the throw. Murray, the intended target.
Yep.
As clock continues to run, we'll give you that score in a second. Bennett Academy taking on St. Patrick, 122 concurrent views right now.
Nice.
17-10 Bennett over St. Patrick. So Bob Vilsaway and Brandon Janeska having a little bit more fun than us, but we do love covering the Friars, and they're absolutely dominating tonight.
For sure. I mean, maybe you couldn't get two really good games, but you got one.
Yeah,
so
we got one.
The fact that, you know, I mean, you and your team, the fact that you guys were able to do something like this and really broadcast these games and highlight these teams, highlight these players, show who they are both on and off the field. Kudos to this broadcast for really providing an opportunity for fans and parents that aren't living in the state of Illinois to have an opportunity to see some of their favorite teams play.
So you worked for the Vikings and the Commanders.
Yep.
Were you with the Vikings during the Minneapolis Miracle?
I was not. I was with the Vikings 2020 to 2024. So the Mike Zimmer, Kevin O'Connell era.
That was fun. The 33-0 comeback against the Colts.
I was there. I was at that game. It was funny. 2 games before that was the Buffalo Bills game. It was 7-1 versus 8-0. The Vikings were 7-1. The Buffalo Bills were 8-0, and
that was the Justin Jefferson one-handed
catch game.
That
was the Justin Jefferson one-hand catch game. That was the Josh Allen fumble on his own 1-yard line for the Vikings to recover the ball in the end zone. That season, the Vikings won 11 straight games by 1 score or less. So I've seen my fair share of really good games up close, and it's funny because as fun as NFL games are, there's nothing like high school football. Nothing like high school football.
Friday Night Lights fan.
I love Friday Night Lights.
Do you like the TV show or the movie better?
I like the movie better. I reminisce on that movie. Just a great movie, man. Great movie. Great story. I'm sure the show is phenomenal. I just couldn't finish the show. I couldn't finish it.
Have you seen the 30 for 30 on What Carter Lost?
I did not see that.
Yeah, so it's about the team that Permian lost to, Carter.
Dallas Carter.
Now, in real life, as it's a fake handoff, so they had the soccer buzzer still up, so when it got to 0-0, the soccer buzzer rang in the stadium. That'll do it for the quarter. We'll take a break. We'll give you some more Friday Night Lights and actual football analysis after this. We're almost there, partner. Sorry. Third and 2. We'll talk about what Carter lost after this play. These things happen, man. And for St. Laurence, you just can't think about it. You just got to kind of just shake it off and move on to next week.
Flush and fix. Flush and fix. My coach in college would always say that. It's like flushing the toilet and then fixing it to make it new for the next person that's going to sit down or the next person that's going to have the football in their hand. So you really got to have short-term memory when it comes to losses like this, because losing is contagious. Losing is very contagious. So is winning. And you never want to be on that losing side. So St. Lawrence really wants to, really build on something going into next week's game. And I think a touchdown, a field goal, anything will be beneficial for St. Lawrence at this point.
I think you need 6. I mean, you could make it 41-3. It gives your kicker some reps.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you need 6 to really feel better about next week.
For sure.
And what's crazy about it, they just beat Leo Catholic 41-0, and now they're losing 41-0. Oh, how the tables have turned, right? Any given Sunday, or in this case, any given Friday.
That's very. I like the play on words there. Yeah, 41-0 last week. Really showed themselves that they can score points. They can play football and really have some confidence coming into a game like tonight against another 4-1 team in the Fenwick Friars. And from the start tonight, Fenwick just had their number. The first snap of the game for St. Lawrence was a muff punt, and they lost 10 yards. And it's pretty much been that kind of game the entire game tonight. Granted, they're past the 50 for the first time tonight. They're in scoring territory, and to your point, you really want to see that team score 6 points in order to gain some type of momentum.
Well, here we go. St. Lawrence inside the 10 as Danny Lehi with a nice run. So what Carter lost really quickly is they won the state title, but unfortunately some guys got in trouble with the law, so they ended up losing their Division I scholarships to prison time, and the documentary talks about that. And what's crazy is there were some players that were allegedly academically ineligible, but the state of Texas allowed them to play in the championship game. So don't talk about Carter and Permian, because Permian, some people in Permian still think that state title was stolen from them.
Yeah.
First and goal at the 6. High snap off the right side. Touchdown, St. Lawrence. So no more running clock, at least for now.
Yep. And you see guys on the Fenwick bench kind of putting their heads down like, man, we had them. But at the end of the day, those guys on the Fenwick bench are just happy that they're winning this game. But like I said before, there is a sense of pride holding a team scoreless. But we won't see that tonight as St. Lawrence just got on the board.
I mean, we didn't see Tommy and Jake Bees a lot in the second half.
True. And that's, if you're Matt Battaglia, that's best case scenario.
You just don't want them to get hurt.
Exactly. Like, we have a long season. Like, our toughest stretch of football is coming up. So let's make sure we're as healthy as possible going into the latter stretch of the season.
So no more running clock. It's 9:30 to go in the fourth quarter. It's all Friars here at Triton College Stadium.
Let's make back to school season this year easier for you and your whole family. Customize a scene on your Forest Security app to ensure as you leave for the day that your doors are locked, lights are off, garage door is closed, and your security system is on with the push of one button. When the kids get home, they can unlock the doors and turn off the alarm with their mobile app or door code. Plus, you can receive an instant notification with a video clip showing they are home safely. Relax in the evening with a movie night routine to ensure your alarm is set, lights turned down, and room temperature is comfortable. Call Forest today.
Devin Hester was watching him return a kickoff against the Tar Heels. I think it was a Thursday night game. And it was literally one of the fastest people I've ever seen in my life. And I was like, dude, this guy's the real deal. So that's my Devin Hester story when it comes to speed and to this point, another kickoff, hopefully another kickoff return for Fenwick, which we did not see.
So the rule is 40 points or more, but it looks like that St. Laurence is not going to enforce it. So we will continue the running clock. And I think that's the right move by St. Lawrence.
Yeah.
Do you really want to delay the inevitable? You force more plays on defense. We talk about Tommy and Jake Thiees getting hurt. If Sean Rice gets hurt, now Sean Rice probably isn't on the field anyways, but if Sean Rice were to get hurt, your chances of winning the state title go down drastically.
For sure. You know who your key players are, and you got to do some housekeeping no matter how it looks, and ultimately when it comes to Sean Rice, you know he's one of your best players. So I think right now that's a really good decision by the coach there.
It's his first year. We wish Adam Nilsson all the best. He's now coaching at Providence Catholic. Did a great job.
Yep.
Lost to Rochester, who is the real deal. Lost to them 2 years ago in the state championship game 2 years ago. And then last year they lost in the quarters to a very tough Wheaton Academy team. As the clapping continues here at the Fenwick fan section. A lot of great players, but I think Raphael Stewart stole the show late in the game.
Yeah.
With that one-handed catch and the kick return touchdown right at the beginning of the second half.
That's the play of the game. When it comes to highlights, that's the only highlight that needs to be shown. Because that is how this game is defined. Really perfect ball, really great catch, really good finish to the end zone. And now it's 41-7.
So do you think the Odell Beckham catch is the greatest catch ever?
Do I think that's the greatest? There's so many great catches. I think in our time, since I've been born, that's one of the greatest catches. If not, like I was in attendance when Justin Jefferson made the one-handed catch against
like when Odell did
the
it,
Buffalo
he was
Bills.
like his index finger and his thumb only, and he was like fouled on the play, if you remember.
Yeah, I'm a Cowboys fan, so
okay.
I unfortunately remember that play.
Right, it was against
the Cowboys Monday Night Football.
And I think Victor Cruz got hurt that night.
That is very true.
Yeah.
That is very true.
That was one of the last games he ever played for the Giants.
Man, he was so good in this prime. Victor Cruz was fast, quick, just really electric at the wide receiver position. But to your point, that catch and the Justin Jefferson catch against the Buffalo Bills are probably, to me, the two greatest catches that I've ever seen in my life.
There's also another great Odell Beckham catch against Washington. I think it was during the 2015
Yep.
season.
Yep.
He one-handed it on the left sideline.
Yep. Odell in his prime was something special. I just hate that he got injured. And, that's just kind of the name of the game. But I think if Odell Beckham never gets injured, he's in the conversation with some of the greatest receivers that's ever played.
Is he still going to Canton? Or just too many injuries are keeping him out?
Yeah, I don't know if his numbers stack up against some of the other greats that have played the game. I know it's kind of a hot take, but Antonio Brown gets in before Odell Beckham. Just
better numbers, didn't have as many injuries as Odell Beckham.
Correct, and more dynamic, more explosive. But yeah, I don't think OBJ wears the gold jacket. I think the gold hair is probably the goldest that it gets for him. But really great player, really great player. Really loved watching him when he was doing his thing in New York, and even in Cleveland. He had a few good games in Cleveland.
There was some off-the-field issues, but when he was on the field.
Yeah, that's all I care about is on the field. So.
Drop-off pass to the right side, another first down. The third down efficiency, pretty good, 3 of 7. Would you like them to be closer to 4 and 7 or 5 of 7 on third down?
Yeah, you always want to be better if you can be, but I think, 40%, anything over 40% when it comes to third down efficiency, that's winning football. You always want to be better if you can. I always want to go 100%, but efficiency is the number one goal when it comes to third down success. And Fenwick has had that so far today, and clearly it's being demonstrated on the scoreboard right now, being up 41-7 over St. Lawrence.
Timeout by St. Lawrence. We'll stick with the action with 5:09 to go. Gabe, we appreciate you coming down here. Hope you have fun.
Of course, man. This is a pleasure. Just seeing kind of how all this operates from start to finish, to the operations behind the scenes, and making sure everybody's on the same page. Like this is a production. This is a well-oiled machine, and everybody's job matters. And no matter the level of production, everyone's job matters. And in order for this to be a success, everyone has to be doing their job. And clearly, what you guys are building here with SBS is clearly being shown to our fans.
195 passing yards for Jamin. He was good tonight. Raphael Stewart just stole the show from him with that catch and that kick return.
Hey, you gotta. Somebody has to throw the ball, right, in order for the receiver to catch it. And,
he put the ball in the bucket.
He put the ball in the bucket, and even though that was a spectacular catch, what a great ball by Jamin Williams. And he's been very efficient today, very accurate. That's one of the underrated parts of Jamin's game is this accuracy. Being a little undersized, you always talk about not being able to see over the line of scrimmage, but at the same time, you're not throwing over the line of scrimmage, you're throwing in gaps and you're throwing in lanes, and Jamin Williams has done that efficiently and effectively so far tonight.
Steven, our last report of the day, it's going to be a Friar victory. Really impressive in all three facets of the game, offense, defense, and special teams.
Fenwick really has control over this game. They've had it the whole game from the first snap of the game. They've now shifted from the way they've been playing to develop their younger quarterbacks. So you've got the junior Tommy Quinn out there. You've got the sophomore Miles Hill. And they're really starting to show some promise there. Also an update on Matt Williams from St. Lawrence. He is out for the day. Ice pack on his left knee.
All right, thank you, Steven. You do a great job for us. Well, they got 7, Gabe. They just needed 34 more.
Yeah, I mean, never say never. It's 3 minutes left in the game.
Right,
Maybe they can throw.
They need a pick six, an onside kick, a quick touchdown, another onside kick.
They need more than a hope and a prayer to win this game. And Fenwick has been in control since the opening kickoff. And that's the signs of a good team. Good teams win games that need to be won. They don't play down to the level of competition. And Fenwick has done a really good job of really establishing their brand of football and making sure they leave no chance to doubt, especially with the dominant performance like they have tonight.
And look, this game does not mean that Fenwick's going to run the table and go undefeated the rest
Correct.
of the season. This game doesn't mean that St. Lawrence is going to go on a losing streak.
Yep.
Just tonight, Fenwick was the better team, and that's the problem with football. If you want to call it a problem, you only get one shot, whereas baseball, it's best of 7.
Yeah, for sure. And with the MLB playoffs going on right now, that's a very good play on words, just trying to compare the two, because it's literally any given Friday. You only get 7, 8, 9, 10 opportunities, 12, 13 if you make it to the playoffs. So every week matters, and that's why the game of football is so important, and fans really get behind it, because the adrenaline, the styles, the schemes, everything matters in order to be successful in this sport. So styles make fights, and it's not just a boxing term. Styles make fights, and the style of play that Fenwick is playing with tonight has been a problem for St. Lawrence, and it's been shown on the scoreboard right now with less than 2 minutes left to play in this game.
Are you surprised that they gave Miles Hill a look? They put in Tommy Quinn. They've used 3 total quarterbacks tonight.
I am surprised. You're talking about St. Lawrence, right?
No,
Fenwick.
They've used 3 total quarterbacks.
Given that the game has been somewhat of a blowout, it does not surprise me, because you want to have both of those guys playing. I mean, you never wish injuries on anyone, but understanding Jamin Williams went down late last year. He broke his leg, and then the season kind of went downhill in a way. Now when you get an opportunity for other quarterbacks to get an opportunity to play, granted, you want Jamin Williams to always be healthy. He's your guy. He's going to move this offense forward. He's your best bet. But when you have an opportunity to get multiple quarterbacks in and build multiple quarterbacks' confidence, you take that chance any day of the week. So while I am surprised, I think this is best case scenario if you're Fenwick.
How long were you working for the Commanders? What was your first season there?
So my first season, I was there 2 seasons. My first season was 2018. The year, unfortunately, that Alex Smith broke his leg.
What could have been? They were 6-3.
They were 6-3. We were 6-3. That season, man, just being in the building every day, there was an energy about that team that I still haven't felt anywhere else. And, I've been with the Vikings, the past 5 years, and every year I was there, they were either 8-8 or they had a winning season. But that year in Washington, there was so much on the line in 2018. And Alex Smith, it was the first year post Kirk Cousins. Everything was new. There was a new hope. You kind of knew Alex Smith was going to be the guy that kind of bridged the next quarterback, similar to what he did in Kansas City with Pat Mahomes. But the fact that the Commanders were winning, and then it just kind of all went downhill, it was just unfortunate. But 2 great seasons with them. I was there, God rest his soul. Dwayne Haskins was there in 2019. I was there when they drafted him, and Terry McLaurin, they drafted him that same year in 2019, and just kind of see how it all transpired. It was very fun.
All right, that does it for our play-by-play broadcast. Really quickly, Gabe, who were your 3 stars of the game?
Raphael Stewart, 1, Jamie Williams, 2, and then I got to put the Thies brothers, both Jake and Tommy, as 3A and 3B. All 4 of those guys were very dominant. They did what they were supposed to have done and ultimately led to the success for this Fenwick Friar team.
So the post-game show coming up next, Gabe Hernandez is going to Henderson.
Hernandez works too. Hernandez works too.
He's going to go downstairs and get Raphael Stewart. Had an excellent game with the touchdown catch and the kick return for a touchdown. That does it for our in-game broadcast, though. So for Kevin Macy, for Anthony Jablonski, Hayden Bales, and everybody else that worked for us tonight, thank you so much. And Gabe, have fun on the post-game show.
Thank you.
Illinois' top-ranked orthopedic and spine practice, Midwest Orthopedics at Rush, is now in Joliet. See a world-class specialist close to home. To be your best, see the best.
Stop what you're doing. If your SBS broadcast looks blurry on your laptop or desktop, do the following steps. Number 1, click on the wheel icon at the bottom right of your screen. Then click on Quality. Click on the highest quality that's available for you. And number 3, wait for your laptop to load and enjoy the broadcast. If your broadcast looks blurry on your phone or tablet, do the following steps. Number 1, click on the wheel icon located at the top right of your screen. Number 2, click on Advanced. And number 3, click on the highest quality available. If you're still having issues, type in the live chat. Thanks, and enjoy the game.
A deal for me? A deal for everyone.
15 East Van Buren Street, Joliet, Illinois.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. SBS offers live telecasts on Channel 59.3, YouTube, or Twitch. We include pre- and post-game interviews with the players.
You know, it started in the locker room. All the boys were getting going before the game and stuff, and we kind of found a little click at the beginning of the game, so I think that's what got us going.
We also include digital live statistics, play-by-play commentary, team highlight reels, and even more than that. Go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com or search Sports Broadcast Solutions on YouTube. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. At SBS, we offer a professional broadcasting experience for the non-professional athlete. Just like the pros, we offer everything for you. Play-by-play commentary.
A no-hitter at Kane County Stadium. 15 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 error, and that's it.
Color commentary, highlight reels, recruiting videos, and much, much more. Unlike our competitors, we zoom in on the action and always have a live scoreboard with a live time code. If you're ready to have your next sporting event feel like CBS Sports, then make sure to call Sports Broadcast Solutions today. Our phone number is 330-957-7653, or you can go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Let SBS broadcast your sporting event. We have experience and can generate excitement and permanent digital memories for your team.
Tonight. That time, finally a goal for the Stampede.
We have professional videographers using high-definition modern-day cameras, color analysts, and play-by-play announcers with state-of-the-art, classy graphical scoreboards to keep you updated. Plus, we have commercials to advertise your team, club, or sponsor, and us. Plus, we do pregame and postgame interviews.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the post-game show brought to you by Marion Central Catholic. My name's Kyle Smith. But my name doesn't matter. These young ladies matter. It's senior night as the Hurricanes win a battle down the stretch, 48-46.
Hi, I'm Carrie Kramer. I swim 50 breast, 50 free, and 100 back.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Instead of spending hundreds or thousands with all these college recruiting sites, let us put together your college highlight reel. For just a fraction of your potential college scholarship and significantly less than these recruiting services, we got this. In addition, we put together highlight reels for teams, including high school, your club team, or travel team.
My teammate gave me a great pass, and I just took it. The other team slashed me, took the opportunity, saw where the goalie was weak, and I just shot it there.
Solon, O'Connor, and Marsh back on defense. And Marsh gets a blowout. We got a breakaway at 2-0. A shot, and a goal! So 3-3. The power play was officially over.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you who would like to broadcast or live stream your event, or maybe make a highlight tape, but would like a sponsor to fund the event, SBS has a myriad of ways to advertise your sponsor during our broadcasts. We have commercials. We have on-air reads by the announcers.
Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free.
We have graphics, and we have watermarks. Finally, Sports Broadcast Solutions can create a commercial for you or your sponsor. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you that just want raw footage of your sporting event, but no play-by-play or color commentary, you just need us to live stream video from the event over the internet. We will live stream your event on YouTube on our Sports Broadcast Solutions channel. In addition, we also have a dedicated channel on YouTube for live streaming at SBS Livestream. And if you need multiple channels, we can utilize Facebook Livestream and Instagram Live on our channel as well. Options include commercials from your sponsors, professional scoreboard graphics are still available, and of course, yes, pre- and post-game interviews are available as an option if you want.
We've been working really hard this whole summer and stuff.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. We broadcast sporting events for people of all ages, including adult leagues, high school leagues, and kids. Complete with professional-looking graphics, broadcasters, color analysis, and commercials. We do pre- and post-game interviews with the players. In addition, Sports Broadcast Solutions does highlight films, including college recruiting reels, highlight films you'd see on sports news programs, and just simply highlight films for fun. Sports Broadcast Solutions also provides raw footage and live streams if you'd like. Subscribe to us and listen to our professional talk videos about relevant topics in the pro and college ranks. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, contact us at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital world. This is Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone. Check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital sporting world.
All right, we're at post game here after a 41-7 win for Fenwick Friars tonight, and I'm alongside a guy who probably should have a play on the Sports Center top 10 tonight, Mr. Raphael Stewart. Rafi, walk me through that one-handed catch to start the third quarter.
Started off, it wasn't even to me. It was a last second adjustment. I told the quarterback, go ball, and then he threw it. It was a great ball from my quarterback. Great training from our wide receiver coach, Coach Rooney. We practiced that every day, one hand, and then it was up from there.
It's funny because usually receivers coaches say catch it with two hands, but in that case, all you had was one hand to catch it with. But being able to make a statement win the way you did tonight, how does it feel getting that?
It feels great getting back on track. We're going, we're 5-1 now. We're looking to go 6-1, and then Mount Carmel. I'm ready. We ready for Mount Carmel.
What does a win like tonight, what does that say about this Fenwick Friars program?
To not count us out.
Why is that?
Because we got players, although we have been getting injured, we still got players to back up, and we got good depth, and we ready for everything.
Ready for everything. My final question for you is understanding that you're part of a receiving core that has a lot of threats. You have a guy in Jimmy Watts that went down tonight, which means your receiver group has to step up. What does that mean for your room?
That just means we got to get the twos. With the ones, we have to practice more. We have to go outside of practice and practice with the QBs, and we have to lift up the twos to get the morale up. And once we get the morale up, that's confidence from there, and confidence will get you anywhere. Confidence will get you anywhere, and Raphael Stewart has just that. For him, my name is Gabe Henderson. Back to you guys in the studio. Good game, man.